Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you. Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
Hey, 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 yeah. Hey. Up there, up there, up there, up there, up there, up there. Shake your tambourine and praise the Lord. But the leaf on the top of mine, you can't stop win a revival time. Everybody shake up the tambourine and praise the Lord.
Oh, what Jesus, Mr. Chairman, my learned friend over there, sir, is not moving copacetic. My learned Queen's Council friend over there, sir, him a move Lou. This man at Phelps and Phillips sitting here, it a show up the people them. And I make we know what is what in the country. Thank you, Lord, for transparency. Thank you, Lord, for democracy. Because if a China with it, they would have never have this as sitting here. If a Iran with it, they would have never have this as sitting here. If Hosni Mubarak did run the thing down here, we would have never have this as sitting here. So big up the PNP. And big up the JLP, and big up democracy. Because of them sitting there, our wonderful constitution, make we can there hear the different things them. You see it. You see it. Big up twins are twins because of them boss. You see it, daddy. Yeah. Big up the people and big up the Jamaican people and big up the uptown mix-up. Big up the man at Mixup. Big up the revelations. Big up the things that we have find out. Big up Karen Wildman. Who right said, me must give the man at Phelps thing a half an hour because she is enjoy. People, when somebody like Dr. Karen Wildman from JUTC and downtown, my good friend like that, can write in and say, no, Raga, give them people a half hour out of your program. Make we hear some more hour go. You know, say the thing shell. You know the thing turn up. You know the things, as Emily would have said, slap way. You see it. You see it. Because Karen, she love mix up. She not love, anything boring and pop down. So when Karen says she was half hour out of the program, to make we hear some more of them people here. And sitting. We just have to give thanks in this. The man I think a shot. Poor people to listen it. Get the people to listen it and analyze it and use the intelligence and find out what going on in the country and hear the hypocrisy. And I dare say, listen to some of the bright people and more them talk. And listen, I'm not saying this sarcastically because when several of them talk, I learn things from them. And I like, right? Big and serious. And listen to the language and the vernacular and the style of lawyers and the limitations and constraints put upon them by the law. The things that them can say and the things that them cannot say. And when objection come in and all them things. People, it is theater. It is pantomime. It is drama. And of course, if it's theater, pantomime, and drama, then it goes without saying that it is entertainment. Tambourine. Good afternoon to you, Emily. Good afternoon to you, Nico.
Blessed.
Good afternoon.
Right. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah, 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 my brother.
God is
Are you
good.
blessed? Are you blessed and highly favored today, my brother?
Mighty so, my son, mighty so.
Can I would have back I call your son. I want to listen to boy the way, but
Raga, you can't come.
you would have want to be my son.
Raga.
Do a pass your
Raga.
place, look a boy.
I'm telling Raga, you know more than me, no, Raga. Me know you a
No,
long
Nico,
time.
don't. Nico,
Raga, don't
understand.
Ragga, don't make me turn.
Nico no start.
Don't make me try some
Nico.
of the selector voice right now.
Nico, don't. Nico.
Don't make me start the show, sir, Ragga.
Nico, you are the fattest hungry belly man in Jamaica. Everybody know that.
But if me the fattest ugly man, the girl them like me, I say me
No,
cute.
no, me never say ugly. Me say fattest hungry belly man in Jamaica.
Well, nothing wrong. Oh, me fat, I can't lose the weight. You know, I'm at that boy. You never trouble
alright.
you on your nose. You know what I mean?
Oh! Oh! No, Hey, nobody go like you want this, my African nose. You know how much time I know save me?
Nothing wrong with your sweet pepper nose.
Nico. Nothing
wrong with your sweet pepper nose. Like nobody can't trouble you.
Yo,
Yeah.
Mr. Man.
Yeah.
With that name, Madusa boyfriend, me attack you. Madusa boyfriend.
Madusa don't
Me
know. I
attack
would never
you.
say she's an artist.
What I am saying to who did the same woman where they wrap up with last night. The one without the teeth, them everything.
Good
When me answer, Madusa boyfriend, Madusa man,
Talk.
my nose, me have a superhero nose because I can smell what others can't smell.
Well, I'm not.
And that is why you end up in a little drama where reach you what they, I mean, never do it because me did smell what did I reach.
I don't know what
I
kind
mean,
of drama.
avoid it. And the thing where reach you what they, that is why you end up there.
Well, I want to be careful though. My fat and
No, tell the people them say, what do you end up to eat, what you know to eat?
No, I don't do that something there. I don't know what that's something there.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that's something there.
Oh, God,
But me can't
Nico.
tell you this. Me fat
Oh,
and me.
God, Nico.
Hold on, let me talk.
Nico,
Let me
tell
talk.
the people
Yeah,
them,
nah, stop,
tell
let me
the
talk.
people them why you did that for
Me
two
can't
disinfectant in your mouth. What
can't
you
talk.
talk up.
Disinfectant going out. Disinfectant going out. Well, I
No, but you
Yeah, some people
you
want a
put some in
toilet.
your mouth.
that one
Yeah, some people want a toilet.
No,
Yeah.
no, Michelle.
Disinfect.
No, Michelle. With that, no, Michelle.
Michelle,
you
I'm dealing
pass
with
it. Michelle, as much as me and Nico argue, me not appreciate you a call man more time.
But never say Nico. Oh God.
Michelle.
Yeah, don't turn it on.
Michelle, as much as me and Nico argue, Michelle, no, Nico, me a defend you. Nico, me a defend you. Nico, me a defend you. I'm a friend.
Nico don't have him back.
Michelle, you cannot call Nico more Kylie. You cannot call Nico more Kylie. Next thing you ever say, anytime Nico swallows something and flush him mouth flush. Hold on. I bet the Vibes Cartel put that in our song. I bet the Vibes Cartel put that in our song. So every time them swallow and flush, them mouth flush.
No, that can't do it, draw. That flip, the way you flip that can't do it. Like a
Shot.
You shot backward, you shot.
No, because, hold on. You done me with the nose thing in a piece of deal back.
No, but you build back wicked, but not like. But the flush part, the man can talk about flush now. That's how you have done that one.
Yo, people, on the note, you see from the synergy there and the vibes there, the right people, like somebody like you, Nico, somebody like Chris Cross, somebody like Emily, the magic happens.
Yeah, son.
The magic happens. And that was it.
No, I mean, we don't have nobody chase
good though.
Yeah, man, good man.
They are going bill.
Emily, what you up to?
But they are going bill, you know what I mean?
Raga,
Yeah.
Raga,
Yo, yeah.
you just want to tell you today, to the original, so, me have a look, me have some dangerous kettle something going on. You can't call this kettle right now.
Me cannot wait.
This kettle chuck turn over, no.
It's gonna, yo, Nico.
I'm gonna swear you know some rate Chris Cross, Come here, Chris Cross put on some juggling on the retro and go on some
I
something.
boss,
Tell me I
man.
have to call him and say, Chris Cross, where you gonna find that one if it tease them?
No, man, he tell me, anytime you call him, he tell me. No, him bad like
No,
yours.
him bad like that,
bad
me rate him.
Him bad like yours, man.
Yeah,
Little
man.
boy, the turbo.
Bad, man.
A Spanish town he live, you can't get no better time like that.
You're not bad like him.
No, the Spanish town people, them, man, they, when them a bring it, That's why I love Spain, man.
All right.
When them a bring, it's the Spanish town more. Somebody I gonna get vexed, Nico, but just bro.
Big up Southside.
No, it's a Spanish town kind of more jiggy than Portmore.
Calm yourself. Calm yourself.
No, I really think.
Calm yourself.
No,
I really think.
Calm
Listen,
yourself.
Emily.
Spanish
No,
town,
Emily, we
obviously.
love
Calm
Portmore.
yourself.
Emily, we love Portmore. But Emily, come on now. When it comes to jigging up the thing and nice up the thing,
Yeah.
and when it comes to the ghetto flavor, Emily, come on.
Well, yeah, but we
Portmore
still have to
can't touch
defend
Spanish.
Portmore, so you can't box me. Calm yourself.
But Portmore cannot touch Spanish town when it comes to mad city.
Well, that's true, but I come from Portmore, so I'm still have to defend it. It doesn't matter what you want.
No, we understand that. It's a hopeless cause here, fam. But we get
Whatever. Where's some lose?
No, man, Spanish Town, I'm a rate Portmore now, but Spanish Town, I'm mad at sitting, man. Spanish Town, I'm mad at sitting.
Lord God.
But anyway, we have a little time left before the break, and we want to hear when Nico come with that. Yo, you know, so I feel good to them. I not lie, I feel good.
Why you feel good to them?
We want two people call in from now. Try call root from now for cuss out, because the cuss out today is, we hear some woman that say,
Yeah.
them no want no more Jamaican man, a foreign man, them want a foreign man know for treat them better. So, whether you're a man or woman or you want to enter the cuss out when be one person that defend the side say, it better you're there with somebody from foreign than somebody from Jamaica. And the other person that defend the side say, it better you're there with somebody from Jamaica than somebody from foreign. So we want two people for cuss out, right? We want two people for cuss out. Again, one person that defend the side say, it better you're there with somebody from foreign rather than somebody from Jamaica right now. And we want somebody else that defend the side say, it better you're there with somebody from Jamaica rather than somebody from foreign. Second after, stop it. That boy, me I tell you, say you go on bad. Big up that tune, the long time tune. All them are going rate you know you're the wife. Some girls say my wife I never driving on the front seat of the man car yet. You understand? Some girls say my wife I never hold a proper money from the man yet. What me say? Some girls say my wife and them name in the man phone. When the phone ring, them name come up as Rex. Them name come up as Trevor. Them name come up as Portmore. Them name come up as JUTC Bus. Them name come up as Deportee Taxi. Them name not in the man phone. Some girls say my wife and them don't know the man last name and know that. You understand? Some girls say my wife and them don't know the man family, them don't know the man relative. And I walk one. Big up on yourself. Okay, people. Well, when I don't know what the thing said, it's all about 16 minutes to 2 o'clock. Nico Bam Bam, I get insane on the turntable and thing. But right you know, it's all about a sponsored version of, hey, you know what it is? It is...
Oh my God, do you believe that?
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God, do you believe that?
Oh, I hate that. Me think there's something else that come in. Oh, yeah, people, everything. Everything is everything. Can you believe it? True stories from around the world that make you say, oh, Jesus, anything can really go so. For can you believe it, today we are in Paris, in France. That place that so many women speak of. I want to never go there yet. So many women speak of Paris, France. You have this romantic imagery of Paris, France. I want to never go there yet. And believe me, people, with all due respect, Paris has a lot going for it. But if someone want to go there on that date, feel hungry. Paris is not the wonderful place, no for I think it is. And non-stop romance and all them thing there. I be a drama go on there. All right. Master God bless me for go there 2 times. And he never did too pretty. You understand? But, you know, I did enjoy myself. I give thanks. Big up Paris and citizen. But hear this, you know. Tummy tuck patient discovers scissors in her stomach. Tummy tuck patient discovers scissors in her stomach. And for my listeners who don't really know what a tummy tuck is, and people bear with me, you younger people, I have a lot of older listeners who the world is moving so fast for them that there are all these things going on that they don't know about, and it's just totally strange and foreign to them. And it is my responsibility as host to make it, to allow them to understand these things. I don't believe that I'm dumbing down the thing too much and explaining unnecessarily. There are some things that you will know really easily, automatically, but for older listeners, they won't know. So to my older listeners and those who don't know, a tummy tuck is a cosmetic surgery procedure that basically flattens your gut, flattens your belly. So nowadays, if you have a big belly and you want to get rid of the big belly like in a one day, You actually can go and get a surgery where they put something inside of you that actually suck out the fat out of your belly and make your belly flat. Yes, people, them things are going right now. That's why sometimes you can see some woman with some gut with hangover, and then by 2 days later, no gut, and them say plasma belly. You understand? That is a tummy tuck. So you have to go to a qualified surgeon, a cosmetic surgeon, or a plastic surgean who know how to do them things there and take it out. But sometimes it involves some form of cutting also and things like that. So this person here got to do a tummy tuck and end up with a scissors left in her belly. Make her read the Mixup. Oh, Jesus. A woman who underwent a tummy tuck operation in France got the shock of her life when she discovered that the surgeon was careless enough to leave behind the scissors in her stomach. Yo, remember Nico Boss attack and stomachable. Oh, Jesus. Make her go and read. Due to the presence of the scissors, the hapless woman was continuously suffering from stomach pains since the surgery. The matter came to light when she had a coughing fit and saw a metallic piece coming out of her stomach. It ought to be mentioned that Anne had put on some pounds after a couple of pregnancies, so she went to a cosmetic surgeon for a tummy tuck procedure in October of 2010. The surgery was successful, but after the operation, she started having severe stomach cramps. Anne's husband said that as soon as she came out of the clinic, she began to have stomach pains. She went back 4 or 5 times, but she was told that it was not unusual after a tummy tuck. It was not until last week that she started coughing a great deal. This must have dislodged something because she looked down and there was a sharp piece of metal about the size of a thumbnail sticking through her skin at her navel. The doctor in question has offered to remove the scissors. The doctor in question has offered to remove the scissors. Well, that's awfully kind of the doctor. Nico and Emily.
That's awfully kind. He didn't even take it out. He didn't even take it out.
No, you can't imagine. She go back to the doctor and said, "Doctor, you do the surgery. I left a whole of scissors in my gut." And the doctor said, let me see. Okay, I'll do you a little favor, but don't ask me for any more, okay? I'll take it out. Okay. But don't bother pressure the thing, Don't bother pressure it, guys.
No accident.
Sure, don't bother OD for the thing, but I'm going to do you a favor right now. I don't even know that I watch the game right now. Arsenal and Manchester United. That's why I used to. Talk to me after the game.
Don't ask your nose job. That's what we need.
Yeah.
You can't imagine the woman going to do a tummy tuck thing and a scissors left in her bed. Yo. Listen, I wonder. Oh my God, this is good. I bet you so when she realized that the scissors in her belly, she felt real cut up about it.
That's good.
Pat on the back. Bam.
That one that can't work. No. That one can't work. No.
Yeah. That one is shot. That one that cut. No, that one that cut.
That one that cut.
That one that make the cut. Yo, no, but her scissors left in her belly, could have killed her, no?
He could have killed her. That not John, no.
Could have killed her, yes. Especially, if it also depends on how it was turned inside her, like whether horizontal or vertically, or if it did open. Suppose when she a crouch, she will lock it and it will cut something,
Yeah.
She did it like a calf and it goes a boop and cut her tribe. Oh
my God.
But you're right. It's serious. It depends on how it turns in her. What?
When you say Nico, depends on how it turns in her, it can't act, no. When you say Nico, depends on how it turns in her, it can cut up things inside her belly, no?
Yeah, it can really stir up.
No, for real, depends on how it turns in her. She can feel it in her belly.
Really. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh, do shut up, guys.
Don't do shut up, Emily. By the way, me and people are called Emily.
Emily.
It's not Emily. People, her name is Michelle. So me just use the M for the Michelle and say Emily. So all who are called are Emily, Aluna, Lu. It's the letter M and then Lee. And the M basically is an abbreviation for Michelle. Come here, people in my style. Yeah. Michelle, Emily, Emily, I want.
Yeah,
Talk up here, Emily. You see it? Her name is M, the letter M, Lee. That's how it thinks. You understand?
Emily.
No, so we got the woman, you know, scissors belly and sitting, but I hope the doctor take it out and
For real.
and everything all right. But one of the thing about tummy tuck, you know?
Boy, I'd say every man to them own judgment. You see
Our
what I say?
woman.
Our woman. Yeah. But by man we mean human beings, you know.
No, well, don't do that. The feminists, them not gonna like.
I'm sorry.
To say to each his own.
Okay, to each his own.
No, not his. No, well, that, no. I'm going to use his too, so that not
Yo,
work.
everybody wanna care for the business for themselves, sure. Yeah. Sure. No, but what me I say is,
Yeah.
Me not gonna lie, I consider it one time. I consider it.
don't
Tummy tuck.
Yeah, but I
me
consider
even consider it for you.
Yo, me nah say me would have never do it. Me nah say me would have never do it. Me nah go say that.
Put it that way,
Because
yeah.
I am fundamentally opposed to plastic
Yeah,
surgery.
You
Yeah,
sound like the
but
politician.
you see, most people who get plastic surgery is not only to get rid of it, it's not only to get rid of the fat or the flaw or whatever it is, no, but it has been, studies have shown that, you know, plastic surgery kind of have something to do with insecurity and being uncomfortable with yourself. That's why I say, yo, you see, if you feel, say, you need to do it, then you go do it. But, you understand what I say?
Yeah.
But no, I don't think
One
somebody...
thing me know me nah do. Me nah do plastic surgery
Why
for
you
my
know?
broad
No,
nose. I'm lucky.
No.
Nah change my broad
I don't want,
nose.
I'm not become a call it broad nose. I don't want nobody come call it broad
Yeah.
nose. Like, you're my broad nose friend, you know.
Yeah.
No, Nico, them a done me long time about it, man. Them a done me long time.
So,
Yo,
you
why
know,
you, why you on the wall name Wayne Warwick? Him draw a wicked card for me one time. Me not tell a lie. Him mad. Him call me Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Him mad. Me no. Me like it. I like it. No, it is shit.
Believe it? Oh my god, do you believe it?
Let me tell you something.
Oh my god, do you believe it?
All right. Yo, Nico, Emily.
yeah.
All right. I want to know, so this is an evolving show, right? And when I tell people all the while, say, this show is organic, it means that it's life, it's natural, and it evolves, and it changes, and it reconfigures, and it sustains also, you know, because we say mix up and that not change and thing. But next week Wednesday, the last Wednesday in the month?
In the month, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Somebody
man.
check.
Yeah, man. Check.
Yeah, man.
Are
And
you
next
sure?
week Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday I come my last Wednesday in the month.
Yeah,
Right?
man. Next week Wednesday, the 23rd.
Shall I the
All
peanut
right.
phone and have calendar?
What?
No,
What
shall-
Yeah,
kind of
but
phone?
peanut phone.
No,
Talk
but
to
Mr.
me
Shall
good
looking at peanut
Blackberry.
phone
You're
for calendar. I
rude.
know it not in
You're
there.
rude.
Yeah.
A Blackberry have to look for your
What's
calendar.
that?
Hold on. I splash you up, Emily.
No,
Nico, Raga, hold my back. Hold my back.
No,
Raga,
but
hold
Trump
my
is-
back.
Don't
One more back.
box the boy.
Say easy, bully.
Don't box the boy.
Just say easy,
Don't
bully.
box the boy. Don't
Say
box the
easy,
boy.
bully, I'm
Easy.
cool.
Well, you're not really bull because you're a woman.
I said
So we
bully.
can't, you know what we're going to say? We're going to say easy she goat. You know
Shut
what
up.
I'm saying? Well, no good.
Shut up.
I use
Shut up.
yo, people going to listen to Michelle on the road. I'm not
No.
Michelle.
No. But you know something I'm answer. So. Yeah, but what you say now?
No, well, you know, it's a goat afraid of dogs. Anytime I'm some, you know, turn and go,
The one that fit you.
Michelle, Patty Bella, Patty Bella.
Oh, really?
All right, here's the plan. Every last Wednesday of each month, we're going to call it Bossy Talking Wednesday. And nobody is allowed to talk patois.
Not
I
bad.
like it.
Not bad.
Yo, every last Wednesday, Ruth, take note, every last Wednesday of the month on my show, it's Bossy Talking Wednesday. And nobody is allowed to talk patois.
But I can't-
Standard English.
but I
Not
can't-
only standard English, but we must talk like how they're talking at the manner. We must say, my learned friend.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, you have, no, okay, let's practice it for the
I
next
can't
minute.
do it, Raga. I can't do it.
My learned friend, my honorable friend, Michelle, how art thou?
I'm blessed and highly favored, Mr. Stewart.
Okay, and also my honorable, Mr. Nico Bambam, could you proceed to give us some mix-up in standard English, please?
Sir Kingsley,
Mr. Nico Bambam, you sound very uncomfortable with the Queen's English. You may want to practice somewhat.
Not
Let
a
you
word,
attend.
sir.
let me finish my statement, please.
Okay, no. You let us try this after the break. We're going to
let
take.
me breathe.
We
Not
are
a
going
word,
to take a
sir.
break
Let
right
me
now. We're going to
breathe.
take.
I would like to.
We are going to take a
Not
break
a
right
word,
now.
sir.
We're going to take a break right now, and I will not be prevented from taking this break by any miscreant.
May I go look up that one on the break?
Miscreant. And I'm
Google.
sure you can imagine how humorous this will be to hear the regular callers on Ragashanti Live speaking standard English. It's bound to be an
Raga, wait,
interesting
I
experience.
have a good one. I'm going to consult dictionary.com.
This dictionary.com. So recommended
New
for the
time.
man at Phelps and Phillips Inquiry, as one person suggested to another. Yeah, we're going to break. We're so forward. Okay, people, it's all about some cuss out right, you know. There's some cuss out right, you know. Okay. Well, right here, I look at drama. We soon touch a drama there when the show start. Me hear about that already. Me hear about that mix up the road, but we soon come to that mix up there. Yeah. Right now, people, we are going our cuss out. We are going our cuss out. And you don't know, we want each person talk. One person talk, send on them punchline. Next person talk, send on them punchline. So we hear what is what and how the thing shell. You understand? And again, the topic for this week is one person going to defend the argument that I better you're there with a foreigner, right, you know, because the Jamaican people them not treat you right in a relationship. And the next person going to defend the argument said, I better you're there with a Jamaican no matter what. You see it? Stay with a Jamaican, there with a Jamaican man or a Jamaican woman. I saw the thing said. All right, Ruth, bring in the first call of the film. Hello. First contestant, I should say. Hello.
Hello, Raga.
Yeah, man, what's your name?
This is Ethan Spicy, Raga.
What your name? Atan Spicy. Mad. Atan Spicy,
Yeah.
are you? You're going to defend. Which side are you going to defend Atan Spicy?
I'm going to do this from the U.S. I'm going to do this from the U.S., Raga.
No, Atan Spicy, don't start the bossy talk. Save it till next week, Wednesday. Stay with the
All right,
patter, right, you know.
All right, Raga, I'm going to defend the U.S.
You defend the U.S. You are going to defend the argument, say, I bet a woman there with a foreign man, right, you know, or a U.S. man, right, you know, than there with a Jamaican man, right? That you're going to defend. All right.
Yes, Raga.
Well, on
Yes,
the right.
Raga.
Let me hear with the next call. Hello, who is the next caller now?
Sunflower, Raga.
What your name? Sunflower.
Yes, Raga.
All right, and Sunflower, you going to defend the argument, say, I better you just stay with your Jamaican man them and don't bother go take up the foreigner, right?
Yes, Raga.
All right, Hot and Spicy and Sunflower inside of the ghetto debate, cuss out, sitting. Ladies, this is how it's going to unfold. Hot and Spicy going to start. You going to make a talk. Then Sunflower, you make a talk. And then you wait for Hot and Spicy coming back, make the attack. Then Hot and Spicy, you understand. We don't want the two on to argue at the same time. And the listeners cannot hear what we say. So we're going to kick it on. Ladies, I would advise you, focus on punchline. Focus on punchline. Just dash out something wicked and make we hear the things. Nobody ain't going to long argument. And be creative. Make the thing shell. Hot and Spicy. You kick it off, you know. Send on.
Raga, the reason why I meet them with a foreign man, Raga.
Hold on, stop. Remember, people, when you not get to the debate, you're talking to the other person. So you're not talking to Raga anymore. So Hot and Spicy, you talk to Sunflower. Sunflower, you talk to Hot and Spicy. So here we go again. Hot and Spicy, kick it off now.
Sunflower, the reason why I take a foreign man, because guess what? Jamaica money now going to Jamaica money no value, no foreign money value something. My girl, I know what I'm saying, a pretty ear and money alone and there with man sign a foreign man now. But guess what? Jamaican man them. My time now, Sunflower. Sunflower?
Yo, well on the attempts, I was Sunflower there. Yo, I them thing I can't take, you know, man. I them thing I cannot take. I them thing I can't take when the people them come in and just call up the thing and cut and what. I was Sunflower gone, man, and just come call up the something. Hot and Spicy, go on, Wally. We want somebody come in right now and defend the Jamaican side. We want somebody come in. Rude, tell me when you get somebody to defend it. Somebody call in right now and you have to defend the Jamaican side and full of arguments to defend the Jamaican man them. Or if you're a man, you defend the Jamaican woman them and thing. You see? All right. Oh, she's back. She's back. Here we go. Something that me to her phone. Sunflower.
Yes, sir.
All right. Talk up strong again, Sunflower. Talk up strong now. Send her your punchline to
Yes,
Hot and
sir.
Spice.
Me I say money alone and never the man find the foreign man find rather. But guess what? Independent woman.
Sunflower. Talk to Hot and
Yes, sir.
Spicy and get to the talk to Hot and Spice.
Yes, Hot and Spicy. Realize that money and pretty here alone and live with the foreign man sign up. But guess what? We say independent woman we say. You hear me? Sunflower, when they take foreign man, they give them all 50 different names. Jamaica man walk it on a hunted on foreign man and have no time to play playing field come Jamaica go hunt down woman, they collect and can them. My girl, we not do no canting. Gotta come, my girl. Yeah, gotta come to everybody, but guess what, Sunflower, you see, they with the Jamaican man, then you have to give them a straight up name, and guess what, you see, then that foreign, you give them all 40 million different names, and guess what, anyone on the name, the money coming, they just collect it. Yeah, but nothing wrong with that. I want a real man to settle down with no. I don't mean to say no. I want a man to settle down with. No man who want some nice sex. We have to have a phone and deal with phone sex. Want a man better than me. You know how to deal with the thing. Straight laggering. Sunflower, you can stay at Jamaica and get the start out. If you know if you do your thing and run your show, you stay at Jamaica and get the start out. Over the start out. Jamaica man down. Man side of you. Jamaica man down. Now you can stay at Jamaica and talk to the man of foreign and get the start out, Sunflower. That means that I can't deal with phone sexting. That no work. That work for you, but that not work for me. After it's a woman, they want a real hardcore start out. Sunflower, and yet still we can pick up money for a Jamaican man, yes. A good man that Jamaica same way. Sunflower, when they go with Jamaica man and talk to Jamaica man, as they beg them a two grand, them start to, them start to feel pain. When they ask the foreign man for the money, them send it and them ask no question. Yeah, that's a true way, but good man that Jamaica same way, though. They can get a pick up a good amount of money from them, yes. A good man. Sunflower, good man has to find out Jamaica, but when they step on the plane, they see them come your way and they go take them good. It's a good man. So probably you not see the good that you can't find a good man. Sunflower, I'm independent, but guess what happened now? Man has to give me my one, me free and college. You're crazy, you're not independent. You're crazy, you want extra money. Sunflower is all about money. If you don't have money, you're not saying nothing. Money is the root of all evil, hot and spicy. That is to know. Yes, the Bible says so. Yes, Sunflower, and guess what? We have to take it and make good evil.
Well, hot and spicy. Sunflower say, I probably can't, steer good. Make you can't get a good Jamaican man. Answer that.
Mr. Raga. Sunflower, guess what happened? Steer good because in the morning when me wake up, me look like morning glory. Some people say they look like a walking mannequin. No, hot and spicy, don't say so. Don't say so hot and spicy. You're bright. Your face see. You want to look for me and you see a Barbie dolly. You look like the gorilla in the jungle. Beat them in the jungle. No, Sunflower, guess what? Barbie doll don't fit everybody and you know it because when you put on the clothes for you, you look like a statue. No, don't bright. You never see me yet. Some ear favor like most, they favor them big gorilla there.
No. Me not favor no gorilla. I'm smooth like velvet.
No, me I tell them me ear your voice raga.
I don't run a time. Me not even ragga. Me look like velvet.
The smooth, I look like velvet for dream, my girl. Wake up out of that dream there. Come like somebody go throw some ice water in your face to wake you up. Take up your dream.
No, guess what? Them not have to throw no ice water for me. Cause guess what? You 20 times you look for me, them see sunflowers are shine for me. You 20 10 o'clock, me bloom like 10 o'clock flowers.
Hello? Sunflower? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, talk no, me not
Hello?
hear you.
Yeah, the phone signal up a while ago, what you say?
Repeat what you said. Them not have to throw no ice water for me because me look like sunflowers and when 10 o'clock, me bloom like 10 o'clock flowers.
Tell us that you want ice water and probably some hot water you want. The ice water too cool for you. You want some hot water because you now wake. You need to wake. Wake and smell the roses.
Mom, you wait long time. And that me I tell you, say, when them see me, them see sunflowers, but when them see you, them see a
sleeping up in me
statue.
at talk to. It's a sleeping up in me at talk to. Don't bright. You know, wake
No. No, me that sleep. Me guess what? You're a walking ducky.
We are talking about Jamaican man and foreign man. We're not talking about that because everybody doesn't know, say, he's a sleeping ducky. And you know, look good, that's why you can't get a good Jamaican man.
You still can't find a good man. Sunflower, you're a walking ducky. You can't find a good man.
No, don't buy. Me have my good up, and I sort of see him good up money when month time comes, because but me collect my money buy. And that can't tell me for all to be here. For sure, when you get the money, good up.
You get money, can't serve me for all 6 years.
But for my girl, for you look at 50 Canadian dollar, and for you look at 50 American dollar. When you go shop with that, I shop you have to go to the supermarket. When you go shop with face, you have to buy mixed flour and mix this and mix that. You can buy it by the bulk and by the bag and by the case. Like,
No sunflower, me not get $50. When me I collect money, I $5,000, me I collect $5,000.
So me I tell you $50 you collect.
Me not get 10 money,
Me tell you $50 you collect.
money.
And $50 you collect. You know, so like you collect them big money there. And you know, so good to
Sunflower, me not
collect them
spend
big money there.
$50 card. Talk.
What?
Talk no?
No, you say something?
Alright, let me tell you what I say. Me not collect $50 because $50 have no use. So guess what? That's why me have 3 and 4 man.
You don't have no use. You get money and have no use. You get the point. You're not no use, no. So you collect money and no use. You want to get a
All right. We're going to ask the people for vote. Nico Bam Bam, hold your vote. We need to hear what you say. Ruth and Jeremy, we need hold your vote. Michelle, we need hold your vote. We want the people in the Ragashanti fan wall start to vote. We want the people in the Ragashanti AC wall start on the voting right now. You understand? We could say, how it go and sitting, all right? Voting time. I want that in my background. Somebody have them radio and turn off the radio. Whoever have them radio and tell them to turn off. We don't want to hear no radio right now in my back. We don't want to hear no radio at all. When you're on the show, radio for turn off in the background and thing. People have a mix-up yard vote. People on AC wall that a mix-up Raga Facebook wall vote. I could see one answer over here so now. Somebody said none of them. Melbu said none. Hartley said Liam. Lee Mack said none of them. Sheena said 2 clown. Tia Shanti Jackson said I'll know them not chewing a punch. Kim Burrell said no vote for that. None. So Mark Thompson said somebody wake me up. Tashana Brown squeeze it and get hot and spicy. Miss Keys, good up. So I'm confused. Is this really a debate? Oh, all right. I could see what going over Fanwall, and then after that we go to Mixup. Yeah, I could see what going for Fanwall. That's Ragashanti. None of them. Kim Snooky said none of them. Love Dr. Tomlinson said none of them backside. Simone Excellent, good Clark Griffiths, boring, legendary Janice, cuss out, never at all. Chantel and this, none of them deserve it. None of them Raga. Anne-Marie Atskol, Golson, Loser, Marie Swaby, say none of them. Mumsel Solomon, none. Renee Brown, none. That's my vote. So, all right, well, hot and spicy and sunflower. We don't want to feel no way and thing, but we are look on the voting them and you know, them not really, and people say we not to pick a winner. Them say don't pick a winner out of that one. So I have to follow what the people them say and thing. I saw it got people sometimes it shell down, sometimes it's wonderful, or sometimes when it done wonderful, that prepare the other people and be shell down. And imagine we did have a 4 or 5 grand figure the winner and thing. But I saw it thing said we have to go with where the mix-up people them say. We have to go with where the mix-up people them say. And the majority say nobody never win the thing. All right? Everything is everything. Okay, that was Get to the Beat for this Thursday. I hope it shell down next week and we'll get some better contestants who can jiggy up the thing and send in some very creative punchline and thing. If you want to enter next week, you can, don't call in now because we soon go to calls and so forth. But beginning next week, we will, Shadow never like Wagwan. Shadow say hot and spicy, but Monique say boring. Miss Lex say none of them. Me over Yardas right, you know. Peter Tall over Yardas, them say over Mixup yard say it's a draw. Dan say none. Tamara say no 1-1. Again, Rosemary said none. It was lame. Renee say it boring. Susie Cute say it was a tie. A1 Lover said the 2 of them lose. And thing Davian said it was a tie. That's equivalent to none of them. And thing. So when I get the gist, I think in terms of the voting listeners and things. So we don't want nobody vex next week. In the beginning of the week, we will start take the cards them for who can compete on the Thursday. And thing, and hopefully we will have some people who can shell down the thing wickeder and talk up the different things them and say. All right? Okay, phone mix up with the pan, see me. Well, I know I could say we have some email, a phone mix up with the pan, or any other shell down mix up one. Well, in the meantime, I can read some email. Raga, the man, after a year, happened for year when she talking at the house. Him have a son, and she not like him one bit. If she tell the man, say the son that carry water, come give her, the man send him back to him granny. Raga the woman wicked. So people hear that mix up there. The woman send the helper. We go wash the man clothes and say him have 2 dirty underpants up there. Wash one, but don't wash the other dirty underpants because I need to carry the dirty underpants to go give my mama. And that the woman said, Poopa, Jesus. See that now, men? We have to start all wash with clothes because them are tied with the dirty underpants. Them. Anyway. All right, next email. Raga, Peter Phillips was saying yesterday that the policy was already set by existing agreement and tradition of cooperation between countries. Okay, so I guess this person is saying that, because my contention was, from what I heard from Mr. Phillips, was that he was attempting to divorce policy from operation and saying that it was purely an operational decision. So he never need to bring the matter to Parliament to get permission from Parliament or the Prime Minister to have the United States and Britain spy on Jamaicans. And again, people, I use the word spy is not me use it, it's them use it. But this person is saying that what Dr. Peter Phillips was actually saying was that there was already an established policy that allowed him to engage the United States and England, and that led to the fruition of the memoranda of understanding. Again, a person is saying that policy had already existed. Policy, we would assume, that came from Parliament, was already in place, and it is those policies with which Peter Phillips used to guide him in reaching the conclusion and the understanding that it was legal and okay for him to secretly, engage the United States and Britain with the memoranda of understanding and allowing them to spy in Jamaica. Next email. Raga, can a girl get STD from a man swiping? Yes. From what I know and what me hear, yes, because that is why they have a thing called dental dam. So just like going, in order to have safe sex, you put on a condom. They have a thing called dental dam that you put on your mouth whenever you're going to engage in swiping, aka oral sex. And the dental dam is set up to prevent the transmission of STI, sexually transmitted infection. So yes, you can get STD, STI from swiping. Next email, Raga, big up to the woman this morning. We buy one porridge at a well-known restaurant, and about 3 hours after she bring it back and say she don't want it because mosquitoes in her it, and she want food because she hungry. She too bright, Raga. The porridge costs $150 and food is for $350. The supervisor say she put mosquito in the porridge, and the woman start cuss and say she a go tell Raga, but she get the fried chicken and talk about she a go give a madman. And must she a the madman because she a go eat it. No, that don't sound right. You can't buy porridge and then come back. But 3 hours later, I give back the porridge. Buy porridge $250, come back 3 hours later, I give back the porridge. And I say mosquito in the porridge. And you want food instead of the porridge, and the food costs $350. Unless you go and pay the difference and thing and so forth. One more email before we take the break. Hey, Raga, this is a phone mix-up. My brethren tell me same in a one van. I sort out a girl and his wife called. So him answer in the middle of the sort out. Talk to her good. And just fling down the phone and start back the sort out. The girl make nice and carry on, and the phone never hang up. So the wife hear everything. One drama when him reach home, Raga, him say him have a friend her up and buy a ticket and send her abroad because she love plane ride. As much as me love travel, Raga, him would have to hear me a start out too. This happening at Goshen in St. Elizabeth. Who will I break people will soon forward?
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm wanting to call and talk up the things
Yeah, man, welcome back up in I Sitting. Welcome back up in I Sitting. I'm going to read off them final 3 emails before we go to the phone line. I want to say, Raga, big up the girl in a St. Catherine. We take with the owner house for 25 years. And now the owner get back the house. And she don't have nowhere to go. So she under the almond tree and stay. She go church every day. And run from the top, go at the bottom of church. And bawl about Jesus feel her. Dirty woman, Jesus can't feel you. You know, she said, thief, you damn thief, you know, people in house and think about Jesus feel you, blame Jesus with your workless self. So you don't get to keep the people in house. You all crowbait you. Anyway, next email. Michelle is going to like this email. The email is as follows. Raga, get with the program. A break front is what we call a curio or a china cabinet in Jamaica. Raga, I guess you don't have one. Them have done me. Anyway, next email. Raga, big up to the 25-year-old wet up barrel with fat and shaped like sea whale. We sort out the 17-year-old boy for a dumb blackberry and a pack of cocoa supper. A cocoa soup, whatever that is, a cocoa soup, I don't know. Raga, me say the boy trick the girl and tell her say his mother send him 2 blackberry. Raga, the girl a bleach and her face burn up like roast chicken. And the first me ever see sea whale upon dry land. Raga, some girl licky. That's why them get tricked.
Oh, Raga.
Okay.
I think cocoa soup is a here.
Cocoa soup is a here?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, man.
Also, him sat her out. Him tell her, say, mother send him 2 blackberry and she will get one and him, but not a blackberry. I must one of the one them from China, like, you know, a raspberry, a strawberry.
Lord God.
Some of them have phone, them have the berry, but them not have the black.
Alright. Them have blackberry without a BBM.
yeah. And some of them in a Jamaica here, some of them use the black, you know, but in a Henry berry, it's Henry cherry. Yeah, them say, yo, big up my black cherry. What? Anyway, she get tricked. You see it. But you say, oh, a cocoa soup a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, woman, I start out for year for true. That's not true. We want some shell down mix up and members, so nobody call up nobody name when you deep up on them in the mix up. And when you call it, we don't want to hear no radio in the background or in the whole heap of nights or people attack and we get nervous them when we cut you off. You see? Here we go to the phone and we just want some shell down turn up mix up. Nobody call because you just want to hear your voice. Nobody call for no big up on all them things. We want some shell down slap with turn up mix up. See? Here we go to the phone line right now. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, good afternoon, Raga. First time caller, long time listener.
To the world. Where you say?
You hearing me now? Raga, me have
Yeah,
to
man.
call you and make you know that mix up here, Raga. And not even mix up this a big serious thing. Last night, 5 policemen raped a stripper, them catching, you know.
Last night, 5 policemen rape a stripper.
Yes, Raga. Serious
A
thing.
go-go that-
At the club. Me work at the club too.
A go-go club.
Yeah, strip club.
In a St. Catherine, 5 policemen rape a stripper.
Yes, Raga.
Oh, you know, sir. Well, on. No, give us some details to make we know, say, true.
All right, me the on the stage last night a dance, and when me look, me just see some policeman running. So me I say, I want to go foreign alone, me see them stop me a go on. So same time I grab up my purse and me come off of the stage, some customers is in at the bar and them say everybody must put up them on. Right? So them search the customers them. So them say, all right then, them a go search the dance them, so we must go on at the back, because them see some lock up with the bag and stuff. Them search the purse, them not find nothing. And search the bag, them not find nothing. But we realize that one of the dance and listen. So after them don't search everybody now, and one of my co-workers go outside and come and say, Mama, you don't know what going on, you know, so them rape so and so. You understand me? I say, yeah. And she say, yeah, 5 of them brag all the condom they on spot.
Wanna have the condom them?
Yeah, the police come from the scene last night and them tape up them number so we can't see them number, Raga.
What you mean them tape up them number? What you mean them cover them number?
Them cover them number so we couldn't see them number. When we get to understand so them all 4 the policeman them but a 5 of them involved.
What you mean them all 4 of the policemen? Wanna go report it?
Yeah, yes, because some other police come last night, you know.
Well, on, wanna call other police, right?
Yes.
And then what? Give me the details, what?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, Raga. Afternoon.
Yep. Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm one of the workers too, right?
Yeah.
This thing I'm patrolling, really, you know, it's fun away to you, but I really something, you know, Raga.
No, man, me I listen to you, man. But what I want to know is like, so after you realize that the woman get raped by 5 police, because she tell us say 5 of them rape her, right?
Yeah.
What you do? You call other police?
Yeah, we stand up explaining it, and them gone already, because them threatening herself, she talk about kill she and her boss, and they work at them.
Okay, so what you do? Tell me what you do. You go down a police station?
The boss call the police, and them come, and them start to statement and look for the condom, and them find one of the condom, and them find 3 of the plastic with the condom come out. And them put the gun on it, but them not find 2 more, like with 3 condom them find.
Okay. And then she said I must find 4 of the police. That goes off for 2?
Yeah, that's what we hear. One man come tell us and here on the news and find 4 of the policemen them.
All right. You see, with something like this, you can't. These are allegations. I have to say that on the radio, yeah? Just so you know. By law, I have to say allegation. But you can't tell right which club it's happening, you know.
Damed, Riverside Drive-In.
Damed, that's just before you go down the road for go Flatbridge there.
Yeah.
All right, so.
I got it up on the scene, and I wonder if I rush our tree, a new movie with them up with here.
Why you say that? Why you say that? What? Do we of them did that go on?
First light, they must kick up the man there, push the man in front of them stairs.
Listen, what I want to make clear, you have some people out there You are free to disagree with the woman them who choose to be go-go dancers or woman them who choose to go sell sex. You're free to disagree. What you're not allowed to do, whether you're a police officer or you're a regular citizen, you're not allowed to rape no woman because them a go-go dancer or because them a prostitute or whatever. If you hold on a prostitute, Jamaica, cut out that. Hold on, cut out that. Yo, one out to cuss a bad with a while ago. No can't do me that, here.
Okay, sorry.
All right, cut out that, Jeremy. Quick. One have to be careful. Me hear a bad word and that one on a breath a while ago. I know I'm upset, but remember on the pan radio, I have some dirty people who want to come off a radio and get to them show and that.
Can't stop you, yeah.
All right, now say a word. No, man, but tell me something, you know. Because you're not a go-go dancer, is it the case that you have people who feel like so because you're not a go-go dancer, they must do as them like, you don't know?
Yes, brother, them feel like a state will come from. I want to come out on a body belly. Them feel like a state will drop from. I, brother.
Yeah.
You know what breeze, me, brother?
What?
And then you don't rape the girl, you know, I'm going to come outside and stamp at the club door, you know. And you know the policeman go say, brother, one of them. You think the policeman wants where them to go on, you think them ramp. But I have to call the name. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, so him say when policeman want so and so, them forget what them want so and so.
And them a ramp, I ain't seen them want them have to get it.
What you mean police? Careful up. What you mean policeman? What? What you mean she night? What?
Let them come and arrest the girl, them a cuss the girl, call the girl, them bitch or something.
So the policeman them did a side with the policeman them.
Yeah, one of them come together. Yeah, them coming out some one big white ice bus, the big one them, and one next dark blue Jeep like.
All right, hold on. We engineers say we don't want anybody talking in the background here.
Yeah.
All right. But when we want the police them to know, I don't know, so I always defend police and when people are cuss me. But I want all policemen out there to know, policeman and policewoman. Right? Not because the woman them up on the road and them a prostitute, or not because them a go-go dancer. That means people must come use them body as them like and fling them down and rape them. Them cannot say that word. You cannot say that word. Cut out that German. Darling, hold on. I want you to control yourself. You can't say that word upon radio, you hear?
All right, the last mistake, brother, sorry.
All right, so you are saying that while the police them were raping the girl, and them are rape her in front of customers, and when the customers are look on them and rape the girl, them tell them to turn around and stop look on them if them are homosexual, and them use a Jamaican word for homosexual,
brother,
right?
same like that, yeah.
Why big and serious? I mean, I want the police come take set for me for this, but me I say big and serious. On the can't go on with them things. Them things can't go on in the country. Them things can't go on in the country. Right?
But there's them other people, Raga, when you mistake other people for the Raga.
Damn good question. If police are going to rape woman them way they think, won't expect the rest of the population for do. Won't expect the other man them for do when them see. Then if police are do it and whatever. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, listen to me. I appreciate you calling and making we know about this thing and the thing load up. And Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ellington, and the new superintendent of a Spanish Town side. I don't know if the Spanish Town side got all the way up to damage up this thing. But clearly these women feel like a grave injustice was done. Clearly this woman, if she was in fact raped by these 5 policemen, she clearly wants some form of justice and thing. And we look forward to you know, something being done about this matter, because sometimes one man don't understand this thing, you know. Because you don't know what it is to somebody walking down and rape and all them something. They understand. We can't know what it is, you see it? But we just say when I want the man, them feel like say, we can't do as in like for a woman in general. Because we're born rapists around you straight. We don't know nothing with rapists. But worse if you're a police officer, charged with upholding the law and protecting the citizens. Protecting the citizens include go-go dancer as citizens of the country too. You understand? When you cannot treat them way there. And we are well aware that Commissioner Ellington has been trying assiduously to instill a whole new temperament and respect and collective discipline and professionalism in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And these are some of the matters we are asking the Commissioner to address. That unfortunately in Jamaica, some people get treated differently from the background that they come from. We don't hear about uptown people do I get kicked down and all and backs up thing. I get to people and things that always happen. We don't hear about uptown woman I get raped and all them something there. I get to people and thing happen and see them go dancer. And we're asking the Jamaica Constabulary Force, treat everybody the same with respect within the constraints of the law. I mean, I care nobody what I say. They are defend go dancer. They must somebody pick the two.
Sure, I gotta tell me that's why I don't like you. So I don't call back and make you know everything, you know, I make you keep up on this, Naraga.
All right, leave a name and number with Ruth half the year, here.
Okay, yes, Raga.
All right, Ruth, take the number half the year there for me. January start. May I tell you sometime, we as men, you know, we notice that we just fling around the word rape. We just throw around the word rape. And it just coming like, rape just coming like, oh, the sun rise this morning. Rape coming like, oh, me I go down the road. Rape coming like, me I go catch a bus, catch a taxi. Rape just coming like any other little casual thing. Enough time when man I talk about it. Rape is one of the vicious, most vicious and wickedest thing you can do to somebody. And if you go dancer, you're a human being too. So I don't want no guy out there feel like say, because a woman a go dancer, or because a woman decide to stand up on the road and go hustle with her body. You can't disagree with it. You can't encourage her to let it go, or whatever the case may be. But you do not have the right to rape this woman. These women. And we should be very troubled that recently the Jamaica Constabulary Force released statistics that demonstrate that there has been a decrease in all major crime areas. A decrease in all major crime areas except rape. That can't work in a Jamaica, people. And when we say rape, we well aware some man get raped too, but we know say the great majority of rape is occurring against women. Them things they can't go on. And I don't want the police come take set from me. You can't style me up as much as you want, you know, and burn me out as much as you want. I fool right that. But I don't want nobody come take set from me right now to me and stand up for the go-go dance of them. You understand? I know some understand, you know. And big on the police them, we are listening right now and I burn out what you know the colleagues them do. Yeah, we are launching up same here. See me I get text already. Me I get text from my hardcore police linky. I say, oh, them not support that. And them vex. Say police out there, I get police bad name, and when them things that happen, and that's why people end up and make blanket statement against all police. And I hate all police. And more under the Jamaican people do not look and go dancers as any lesser human being than uno. They are entitled to the same rights that all Jamaican citizens are entitled and the same protection from the law enforcement body that exists to protect them. We must have zero tolerance for this thing. At the same time, we await an investigation tonight to get all of the details and things. And if this woman was in fact raped by 5 policemen in front of patrons to the club, then it is a very serious matter. And we're asking the management and the senior police officers to ensure that the club manager, the club owner, and the club itself do not suffer any repercussions because the woman spoke out and because the manager defended the worker. Again, we're asking the police, senior officers in the police, particularly in the Spanish town here over there, to take the necessary steps to ensure that the manager of the club and the club itself and the patrons and the ladies in the club do not suffer any revenge repercussions because they spoke out read these allegations that 5 police officers raped this go-go dancer. Sure. And we ask police to talk to the colleagues, speak to the co-workers, them and things. More time when I see them I go run all certain mission and go on with certain things and whatever. Just have the courage to just talk to them and say, yo boss, you know better do that because the people it's gonna end up bad for the rest of it because the people are gonna just hate police and things. You understand? Hold on yourself accountable. Hold on your friends accountable, on your colleagues, on your co-workers, them accountable. And we know some more time when you go out there and whatever. We know it's a difficult job, police. Difficult job. Because one of the good people cause on the same way. And police hard to get respect in Jamaica. I don't hear me always attack. I say you have a whole heap of good police out there. You have more good police in Jamaica than bad police. Sometimes I argue with my fellow Jamaicans and they refuse to believe that. They refuse to believe that. And I tell you, say you have more good police than there are bad police. I stand by that. But of course, the bad one, they make it bad for everybody. So we ask you, the police officers, to do what you do. Reach out to the colleagues them and just audit the thing, audit to the operations, audit the way you do things. With the idea being that we want them to be firm and resolute and strong in the enforcement of the laws of the country, but at the same time, simultaneously, do it in a manner where they preserve respect for all the peoples of Jamaica, including ghetto people, including go-go dancers, and people from similar demographics and similar constituencies. We can't go on to as a country and we not batter bruise certain people from a certain background and a rape off certain women. Because the truth is, you never rape an uptown woman. And we're hot. Most of the police there, I get how they come from too. I want to never think for the rape uptown woman. I say I want must rape uptown woman. I say I do certain people who not treat so. The same background where the sister and the woman them come from, and them woman down there rape and go on and a treat so. And when I say for slow on the roll, yo, and the can't bounce things because people are suffer. Nico, play a tune and carry up to the break. After a break, we go to the phone.
Nationwide 90 FM keeps you updated every hour on the hour. It's Jamaica in 60 seconds.
Good afternoon. With your headlines at 3, I'm Patrice Gilpin. Nationwide News understands that 5 policemen who reportedly gang raped an exotic dancer in Spanish Town, St. Catherine last night are now under investigation. The woman reported the matter to the Spanish Town Police and the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, SISOCA, which is now conducting an investigation. We'll have more in subsequent newscasts.
A Mixup and Blenda time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things them.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in I sitting. Welcome back up. Welcome back up in I sitting. Welcome back. Phone mix up with upon any other shell down mix up one phone mix up or any other shell down mix up regarding the matter we just raised. Do remember, them have to investigate it and get the other side of the story too. Now hear what I'm about to hear the news a while ago. Them said the police demand the investigation and said. So we'll go and watch the one day and see what I want to play on. Phone mix up or any other mix up. Zane, here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, Raga.
Yeah, greetings.
Yeah, greetings. I was just calling to confirm what the caller just said earlier because I was online, so I heard it. Everything she said is true, and I didn't hear the first part, but they came in as if they were doing curfew. And they put the patrons one side, and they made a barrier around the girl. And 5 of them did their job. But I don't know. What you mean?
You see it?
Actually, I was across the street because I was there with my boyfriend and I went across the street. And then I saw it was a coaster bus that drove in. So when I realized what was happening, I didn't attempt to come across until everything finished. So I didn't see it in my eye, but I was across and seeing what happened because most of the patrons that was there, they couldn't see anything either because all the police made a barrier around the girl.
When they say barrier, what made up the barrier?
Their police body. They were a circle around the girl. So we as a patient, the patrons, could not see. So if you even try to see, the others were telling you, look out, look away.
Oh, okay. So
it was outside of the club, not inside.
Oh, it happened outside of the club?
Yes.
Okay, and what them do? Them just line up, them kind of like line off and block off who are do them thing?
Yes. So you couldn't see, like when you have them dancing on the street and people, the spectator want to see what happening and you have to stretch and a peep. They didn't allow the patrons to see. The patrons were one side. Couldn't see.
So, but everybody did outside though?
Yes, everybody was outside.
Oh, Zane. And when them, but if them, so they make a bar, so what them do? A change and a take turns?
That's what they did. Because the girl says 5 of them. And it's the prettiest girl, and I don't know why they did that. And it hurt me, Raga, because...
Hold on. What you say a while ago?
She's the prettiest dancer. They did that too. Sorry, I'm not really laughing. But I was hurt because when persons were trying, and my boyfriend was trying to take the badge number off, they tape it up. Everything the caller said is true. They tape up their badge. So to me, they didn't go there for any what you call... they say curfew. They went there deliberate to rape. I'm sorry to say it like that. But you
and in your estimation, it was what people would consider to be the prettiest girl out of the lot?
Yes.
In other words, that suggests that them deliberately picked she did?
Yes. And it's not like because she's a dancer, she was selling anything. They just raped her. It's not like she was doing business with them. They raped her. I was so upset this morning, man, all morning. And can I tell you the color uniform?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The blue uniform.
The full blue.
The blue stripe. They held on, I'm keeping track.
What do you mean blue stripe? What do you mean? Blue seam?
Blue seam, yeah, sorry.
Was it the full blue? Was it the full blue or was it blue seam?
Blue seam.
Oh, okay.
That's I think the mobile reserve. I think.
No, that is what you call it IS.
ISCA, whatever
Special
that is.
Constabulary, yeah. The blue team, okay.
But the thing is, as we speak, they're at the police station in Spanish Town now, still, investigating and taking information. And the other police did came on spot and tried to do their investigation, and they took up the condom wrapper, yeah. Everything she said was true, but I'm just confirming.
So when the other police came, they came with a very different attitude and thing.
Yeah,
they
they
were
came with a
supportive.
different attitude, yeah.
Okay. And look like them did do them job and
Yes.
investigate matter and
Yes.
thing.
But as far as I understand,
So and the police them take out the condom and all them something,
yes,
right?
they did. They investigated officers. Raga was so upset. I know. I was
Because
like,
one would think that the condoms will possess
yeah, I
DNA
know.
evidence. Right.
Yeah. But Raga, it's really sad because in my mind right now, it's something they've been doing. I'm sorry to say it like that. They leave from one thing, one club, and go to another club and doing it. And they need help. They're sick. And I think when these people going through this training for this public service work, they should have some psychiatric evaluation because this is not normal. It is not normal.
Actually, they do, but you have people who seep through the cracks, and you have people. I have people who change after they acquire the power of being a police officer.
That is true. That is true.
Right. So, but the police do in fact have a filtering process, with respect to who is the ideal candidate to be a police officer, and it's not everybody who apply get in.
Okay. They have to go through the
Right. You
process.
answer certain questions wrong, them say, "Hey, we don't want you." You
Yeah.
understand? So,
But
the police do in fact try to get the right candidate for the job.
Yeah. It's true, Raga. So I understand there's a media house, taking information. I don't know if it will be coming on the news later.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, man. You see, no, man. Don't worry yourself. I don't ever hype or nothing, but it's a funny company this show, yeah. Trust me, everybody here good.
Yeah, man. But you're good, though, Raga.
Yeah, man. I will let you know. I will
He's
let you know.
trying, we always love you and we support you regardless of what is happening. You keep us laughing, you keep us through the day. Trust
All
me.
right. Now say a word, dear.
So take care and all the best.
Yeah, man. They have phone the same way.
Yeah, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right, people where she said the police them use like a bunch of police them block off the thing when the thing are go on and tell the people them to turn around and stop look, and while them block off and make a barrier, it's a human barrier, and somebody behind the barrier them a take turn and do the thing. These are the allegations and so forth. And see. Okay, phone mix up right here and mix up and thing. Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, greetings.
Greeting in the name of Rastafari. Raga?
Yeah.
Are you me talk to?
Yeah, man, I'm here chat to man. Me same one, same dirty Raga.
You make my day, baby. Boy, Raga, there's nothing else. I could have think disrespectful like what I'm doing. I come from Worcester, Massachusetts. And Massachusetts not good again. Because we women, we know what is rape.
Right.
So me talk from experience, me know what is rape. And it's
Okay.
very disrespectful for those police do that to the girls, them. I don't
For
know
real?
what them are going to do about this, but them have to quickly do something about it because it's not right. It's really not right. But what kind of mix-up you want to talk about today?
Now with the phone mix up or any other good mix up we have.
Me always have mix-up, but me not even have the energy to talk about the mix-up today. Me I'm going to tell you that me feel bad and me give out my heart to all of the girls, them, what was there. And me like how you do the thing. And me there for you because them not going to do you nothing. And Bruce Golem must make case and get up and do something about this before it reach any further and talk to him blue bag boy them, because when me that Jamaica them boy a market police. I mean I know how them get so bright for God in a people club. Gone about them a rape people girl fitness.
But hold on. Let me make a suggestion though. Remember say this is just a small amount of police. So we don't want the blue seam already have there's already some long-standing issues of respect or disrespect towards blue seam policemen and things. So we don't want it. We don't want them we don't want a situation where we start wholesale and disrespect our blue team. Let us keep it focused on the police them we allegedly committed the act at that
right, but
club
that was very disrespectful what they did.
Okay.
And that not right in Jamaica.
And you call all the way from Worcester, Massachusetts.
Happening in Jamaica, but I never heard something like that happen before.
Well, darling, some people may not want to say it, but you know, unfortunately, gang raping of women. Well, no. What me I say is gang raping of women. Unfortunately, that is not uncommon in Jamaica. Sad to say, but we know the term battery, don't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, sad to say.
I want to me have a little friend, you know, when them boy are battery.
So, well, darling, not say no name here.
Me not say no name. Here she now. No get out, no want him to get. Some girls love them things there, you know.
Well, on, after 10-man battery around, then one next one come and them a say him not forget none. She said, oh, una get and una no want him forget.
So some girls love that. But it's really disrespectful what the police them did. And there's nothing to say about this when them now have to go get disciplined the right way. Them have to step on it and get it the right way, because as you talk, them step on what you talk, say. You can't talk. As you
when me say anything, them they on my case, don't it? I want to get rid of me for radio and all.
Good and something to the community. Them make them jump in your throat. Some people want to know how long it will take for them jump on this. I hope them a case with this, you know.
No, but darling, I tell you the truth. Let me tell you something. Listen to me. You call from Worcester, Massachusetts. Big up yourself. Cool a class to know up there. But let me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. There is a whole heap of things going on in this country. I have some dirty people there on my case. Make one little word go slip out on this and thing. And them act like the world has come to an end. And you see another man that felt thing there. You don't hear them loud up certain thing, you know. You don't hear them running in and a done people left, right, and center with some of the things that will come out in a man that felt thing there. And some of that thing.
Yes. Because you're not stupid. And you talk the good things them. And you get the good point them. And anything where you talk, continue to do the best that way you do, because you're doing a good job.
All right, now say a word here.
If someone don't like it, lock off them radio. Because them radio not stuck on the fire station. Who not like it, we listen from day one. But
all right.
Anyway, enough respect to all Jamaicans. And today you talk about the Jamaican man them. Me love my Jamaican man them.
All right,
let's like it's a sin. My Jamaican man them are the best. No American man. For what? My Jamaican man, whether them live in Jamaica or live over here, my Jamaican man them are the best.
All right, now say a word here. Blessings and respect here.
Right. All
right.
Bye.
You too. Time signal.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm walking the car and talk up the team them.
Full of flavor, full of fun. Reggae jamming friends for everyone.
Reggae jamming Frankfurters. Full of flavor, full of fun. Pick up a pack today. The time by Reggae jamming Frankfurters is...
It's 16 minutes after 3 o'clock. Back to the phone lines we go. Phone Mixup or any other shell we slap with Mixup. Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Greetings.
At the first, I call the program still no big man. To be honest with you, I love how you're going, you know. Bring out certain issues and talk about certain things. And I want to tell you about the club in Dublin, you know, because my company is affiliated with it. I won't call my company name, but we do certain amount of sponsorships for the club. The young lady that got raped, I know her personally, you know, and I'm telling you on a serious note, it's sad.
Okay.
It's sad what's happening in the country, because these are the individuals who are supposed to protect us.
Right.
And as far as me see, what happened right now is as if from the incidents what happening at Tivoli, is as if the police is the biggest gang in Jamaica right now.
Why would they say something like that?
No, it's all me see them operate. It's all me see them operate. And I have to deal with them on a daily basis. And I'm not going to bash all police officers. I can't do that.
Right.
But tell you, how I see them operate, how I see them deal with ghetto people. Because if you don't on a certain level, if you don't have a certain level of money and be able to defend yourself in the case of a scenario like a case scenario, you're not having a right. You understand? Them abuse people's rights on a daily basis. And I'm disgusted by the police force. How you supposed to see a young girl, 37 of them, go to the station and the colleagues stand around and watch 5 of them rape this young lady?
Wait a minute, 37 of them go where? Go where?
37 of them, me hearing from a good source that they were on an operation at the club, and them stop off by the club, so them stand up, and 5 of them rape the young lady,
So when you say allegations, it was 37 police that were come here and say was a coaster bus come up, So 37?
I hear it's 37 from good source. I want to tell the owner of the club, because I know him personally. I want to tell him, say.
No, nobody call him name, right?
No, I'm not calling him, because I'm protect him, I want to tell him, say, the evidence that they give up, the scene and that, make sure the commissioner's office get that information and this evidence, because they'll destroy the evidence. You understand?
All right.
That's what's happening in the country right now. I'm just going to say this right now. And they won't like how me talking a Raga. And them not like how you talk. But what I have to talk about is this serious, man. So me I worry about my little cousin who go up on the road and now. You understand? For see.
No. What me I say on a different level. Let me tell you what an equally serious concern is. You hear them say the police them cover them badge number. The truth is, police can't cover them badge number and go done anybody or do anything or whatever, for whatever reason, because them not like somebody or whatever. It could happen to anybody. You understand what I say?
True.
And there is nothing you really can do for say other police that do it or whatever if them are cover up the identifying information and all that.
All right, I think, to be honest with them, I think the government are give them guys too much power. They need to balance this now. I'm done said. From the incident that Tivoli go on, police are the wicked in Jamaica. I'm not take back my talk.
All right, Papa. All right, protection. Okay, phone mix-up for any other mix-up. Phone mix-up for any other mix-up. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, Susan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, too.
What's going on, Uncle Raga?
Why am I there? I hold it, I'm there. I hold it, yes, sir. You see me?
Long time listener, first time caller. Well, I don't really have a mix-up to give you right now. But I know you always help other persons. I'm just asking you, please, if you know anyone or any listener out there who need a companion, I could give them a number and they could get in touch with me.
What you mean? They need a companion?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of companion you want?
Relationship wise.
Me know, but like, so you want a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. You well, first of all, you have to give them some idea, like, what are some of the, you have to give them some idea, like, who you are. Like, what age group you in, what age range you in?
37, from between 37 to 40 year old.
Oh, so you are 37?
I am 37.
And you don't want a man younger than you?
No.
So you'd prefer a man age between 37 to how much?
40 years old.
37 and 40 and thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Why would a man want you?
Well, right now, I am a person. I'm single. I'm very serious with relationship wise.
Okay.
And I can do things to help myself. I always.
Like what?
All right. I'm a person I'm working right now, but I would like to have a little restaurant and those are the things. But sometimes, one cannot really do certain things by yourself. Sometimes you would really need somebody to back you up to do certain things. Okay. And that one and can't really clap. So I would like somebody who's in business or something like that.
Okay, so you want a partner who you can grow a local business with and be successful with, right?
Somebody who really
what else is attractive about you?
Alright. I'm like dark brown. I weigh like 210 pounds.
How much you weigh?
210.
210 pounds, yes?
Yeah.
What else?
And I have a little shape there.
You have a little shape.
Yeah. And what else you want to know?
No. I want to know what else you think people should know. In other words, you must know what is attractive about you. You know? You must be confident about whatever it is that is attractive about you. You know?
Well,
you must know yourself.
All right. Talking to the person, meeting the person, and then the person will see.
Hold on, the Ruth, I want to go on with the phone connection. Yeah, go on, ta. Hello?
Where I'm is right now, the relationship is going down. I can't really go in the open.
Ruth, Jermaine, hold on, the phone thing, tell me what going on, so she a break up and thing, and it sound like it's our car. Hello? Hello? Hello?
You hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you now, yeah. Yeah, go on, talk.
Yeah. What you was saying
All right.
again?
No, so would I ask you to tell me what is attractive about you, you know?
I'm a very pleasant person. And as I tell you, I weigh 210 pounds and I have a little shape there.
Have a little shape?
Yeah.
When you say little, you mean little bit of shape and you know have body for shape?
I don't have
you
a
have bottom?
Yes, I don't have a big tummy like maybe some persons. I don't want to extra with it. And
okay, so you have bottom and you don't have a big belly like some other woman. That's your answer, right?
No. And I have small bust.
I have a small what?
Breast bust.
Oh, you have small breasts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then tell me now, what kind of man you are?
All right, somebody who really serious to start out a relationship. I don't want persons who like too short. I am 5'4", somewhere there.
Yeah. Okay.
So if he even
anything else about the man where you really want? Anything else about the man where really important?
Well, if it is a person who can drive, or even if they don't have a vehicle and him interested to have one day to come, it don't really matter.
Okay, but that would be a good.
As I tell you, sir, I love to do business.
All right. I say you want a man where even if he don't have a vehicle, he must have the ambition to acquire one, right?
Yeah. Look forward to one.
Last question. There are people who are going to be wondering, why would you call a radio show and make yourself available that way? They might wonder, then I say you can't find a man by yourself, you have to call radio show.
No, it's not really so you can't find him, but you see, sometimes on my working time when I work, sometimes you don't really meet the right person who you want to meet. And I always listen to your program and I hear where you help a lot of persons. So I just try to do that now.
Okay.
Because I always like out early in the morning and leave work like in the night. So sometimes you don't really meet the right person who you really would like to meet. And you don't want to go through A to Z and start over. You understand?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. What I'd advise you to do is just leave your number. Wait, which parish you in?
I'm in Kingston.
You're in Kingston, all right.
Yeah.
What I'd advise you to do is leave your number with Ruth, and if anybody call in and want to call you, we will give them your number. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, man, that's good.
All right, then blessings here.
Yeah.
Take care. Okay. I don't want the rest of to run in, you know. This is not a matchmaking program. So I don't want 10 million people. I don't want not even one more somebody call or look somebody else. You understand? Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hey, Mr. Stewart.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Me all right. You?
I'm good. Well, it kind of changed the topic of the show today, you know what I'm saying? Because, you get in a serious mood. Boy, Mr. Stewart, last night I was browsing on my radio. Then I heard another talk show talking about somebody who works at a radio station, and they were talking about kids. So I was saying to myself, this is interesting, let me listen. Well, the DJ that was there spinning, he got kids. The other, the man that was running the program, he got kids. So they were talking about a daytime man that come on from 1 to 5 who ain't got no kids. So I said, well, this is serious. Mr. Stewart, do you know anybody like that?
Somebody on daytime radio who not have no picnic?
That's right.
Well, that would be me. What's new? That is a running joke on the program.
Yeah, but man, why you getting so serious? Why you getting so serious, Mr. Stewart?
Who serious? I say, yeah, that would be me because everybody know that.
Oh, that's why I called, because I wanted to make sure, because the man said, well, the guy has a ball head.
No, but if you listen to this program, that is an everyday thing on the program. So what may I say right, I know you're boring because we are coming.
I know, you're boring too. You're boring too.
Okay, all right, good day to you. Cut off that one. All right, we're well a break. We're well a break, people. We're soon forward.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm wanting to call and talk up the things,
Mix up and blend family. You don't know we love no call them, you know. But nobody get we in no trouble. No bad word. No mention nobody name or where them come from. No say nothing we can identify them. Remember, we love the program, you know, and we want to keep it on the radio. So please, me I beg you to keep it clean. Hey, I laugh, learn and grow, we say, you know. Hey, Raga, run the thing.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in the sitting. You don't know the proper thing with me. Ragashanti, the king of mix-up, large up on the sun. Yo, me understand to that call a while ago was my good brethren. Dirty Richie 40 stranger, if I didn't know you. 40s, if I didn't know you, say, actually you don't even know, John was star. We never pick up the voice, Come here, say, I would a boring man here. Let's make you go and talk. I'm going to say, I hear me now, feel a brother here, you know. Let him go. But 40 said, I mean, know how that different something. Phone mix up or any other shell down mix up, one have everything is everything, just call in. Make sure someone not swear or cuss nobody would want to call in. You see it? And make sure someone not call nobody name on not dip up with the mix up them. And make sure someone not hear on the radio behind on around on anyway. You see it? Anybody attack around on. Alright? So the phone lines will go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, Raga. I have a phone mix-up for you.
Senna.
Yeah, you know when Blackberry just
Hold on. I want to nice the around you.
It's Riley Cars announcing it soon pass by.
Who?
Riley Car, you know, the announcing car. It's outside, passing.
Oh, all right. We just always nervous about them so in the car. We don't want nothing to go over. But go on talk.
Yeah, I was saying, you know when Blackberry just came down in Jamaica?
Right.
Yeah, I came out here and I carried one with me. So, like, I went around by my friend, just came down and visited my friend. So I say, I got a new phone. She was there looking at it and stuff. So, you know, I went to the shop and buy something. When I came back, I couldn't find my phone. I left it on her bed. She was saying she don't know where the phone is. So I said, how the hell you don't know where the phone is? And I just left it here and went to the shop to buy something. You know what I did, Raga? I just waited. That happened in about the afternoon. So I just waited like in the night. I just put on a black suit. I'm a female now, so I put on a black suit and just like a man and go in a home. And I get some stale urine and just flash it all over a veranda, Raga.
And you flash stale urine. You dress up in a black suit like a man. It's just blending at the dark. And you get stale urine and flash it all over a veranda.
Yes, Raga. Leak it on her bed because the bed is right on at the window on the veranda. So throw the urine through the window and start flashing it. So some catch onto her bed and she would wake up and like, who the hell is this? So like it ran out of the house. So I leave her with the phone. I leave her with the phone, Raga, because I know she stole it but she got some stale urine.
Some stale urine, but you're quite positive that she was the one who stole the phone.
Yes, Ragga, I'm positive.
But why are you positive? Isn't that possible that it was somebody else who stole the phone?
No, Ragga, but she alone lives at the house, and I went to visit her. You know, as I reached down in Jamaica, I visited her. She's the first person. I mean, I showed her my phone, and she stole my phone. She stole it.
Oh, she stole the phone, and she was the only one in the house at that time, right?
Yes, Ragga, and I only left for 5 minutes now. 5 minutes I left the house for, and she stole my phone.
But at that time, what country were you coming from? Was it London?
No, Ragga, I was coming from Beijing.
Beijing? China?
Yes, Ragga.
How long were you in
I'm
China?
Jamaican,
How long were you in... Huh?
Just 2 years. I'm a Jamaican.
You're a Jamaican?
Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay. But and Beijing was the first place you traveled to?
Yes, Ragga, the first place.
Huh?
Yeah, the first place.
The first place?
Yeah.
But tell me something. Why you managed to get stale urine so quick?
I have some neighbor for it because where I was staying, this old lady lives beside me, and
Stop right there, so stop right. You ask your neighbor if you. So how you do this? You go to your neighbor and say, "Excuse me, I have something that I really want to do. Do you happen to have any stale urine over there that you could lend me?"
Well, I never asked if she could lend me. I just asked if I can get some stale urine because, like, when I was a kid, my grandmother, she always have stale urine in what's the thing again? Rum bottle, yeah. Rain if rum bottle tied on the trees, like coconut trees, saying it's good to run away duppies out of the yard. So because she was old, I thought she'd probably
Hold on. Wait, what you said? Your grandmother used to keep stale urine in a rain if you buckle. What you said about the coconut tree? What?
She tied a string to the neck of the bottle and tied it on the coconut tree. She said it's good for running duppy out of the yard.
So your grandmother said one way for run with duppy out of the yard is for put stale urine in a rain if you buckle and tie it on a string pan a coconut tree?
Yes, Ragga.
Okay, so and from that what you observe your grandmother do, what you did think now, what you say now?
Repeat that?
And because you know your grandmother used to do that is why you think your neighbor may have some stale urine lying around.
Yes, because she was a whole lady, you know.
She was a whole lady?
Yeah. But the thing about it, Ragga, what I actually laughed about, I went around in the morning and I passed and get to the same shop because the shop is across the road from our gate. And I saw her there wiping up this urine from the veranda. And she was like, a lady was passing and saying, it's only when somebody is taking next girl, man, them things are happen. You understand, Ragga? So I was there laughing at her and she was there calling me to come and help her clean up the urine. I was like, don't talk to me, you stole my phone.
And then what she said?
She was like there arguing and stuff and say, I wonder if you saw the pee on my veranda. And I was like, excuse me? Do I look that nasty to you? Yeah, Ragga.
Okay.
So it finished there. And from that, I've gone back up to Beijing and haven't called her back, haven't done anything.
Okay. So before you go Beijing and think, probably why this woman all text it for you because she thinks that you was a simple girl who probably grew up in a upper middle class. Where you grew up in Jamaica?
Tivoli.
Well, at Tivoli you come from?
Yes, Ragga.
Well, where you come from Tivoli and attack, so?
No, probably it's because I went to Beijing for 2 years.
No, you're confused, man. You come from Tivoli and go Beijing and for 2 years and your accent so strong?
Well, I'm just trying to be like the Beijing people, even though I can't speak like them. But, you know, I'm just trying to get a little thing. Even though... Yeah, the thing is saying I have 1 minute, so I got
1 minute
now. Yeah.
All right, then. Big up. Which part of TG? Which part in TG you did live, bro? Which part of TG? Java or Brooklyn or where?
Repeat that?
Oh, no, which part in TG you did live?
In where?
In a Tivoli garden, different area. I say come from Tivoli, in a TG we call it.
Yeah, I live in Java.
Java you live? Okay.
Yeah.
The area where I mentioned.
Pick up Java.
Okay. All right, pick up Java.
Okay.
All right.
Raga.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear when she said it was the first one?
The first one.
The first one. You have to understand it, Raga. It's the first one that she...
No, hey, but Raga, I'm not laugh still, but the accent there, the patois struggle for come out, man.
Patois, you're supposed to say with Jamaican accent, struggle, get a fight.
Yeah.
No, but I hear a British thing come out. Now, I'm well aware that Hong Kong has a strong British influence, but the accent I know about there
me never want to say Hong Kong.
It's not really like that, you know.
But under that, when you say, then you come from Tivoli and your tongue, so because I was in China for China accent no so and so. China accent no catchable.
No, yeah, because
but I don't have no China accent catchable.
No, the Chinese accent is not like no, be careful now. Because you've never been to China. So.
Well, all that
No,
too.
you know. No. Probably she go to a Kudu era China where the people have up them talk, you see.
I've been there, but trust me.
Yes, Raga, I have to talk like the Beijings.
No, wicked Palar. God bless her.
No, it's mad doing know. And she said, it was the first one.
Yeah.
Raga, you realize I'm from we talk about that something today. So we're going to do the accent.
Yeah, remind us
everybody
that
have
today Wednesday.
Everybody accent does chip in.
Well, you know, so next week Wednesday
It's
not good again.
It's not shot.
So next week Wednesday, people, is Bossy Talk Wednesday. And in the show next week Wednesday, people, once you call the show, if you're a chat pato, we're going to cut you off. Dear Bossy Talk, if you put that. Even if you want to make it exaggerated, we don't mind. Even if you want to call and say, good afternoon, Ragashanti.
If you want to come from Texas.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, you know what we call it? We call it Accent Wednesday.
Accent Wednesday.
See that? I eat that.
Accent Wednesday.
Not accent.
When you call in, you have to call in with an accent.
Yeah.
Accent.
No, nobody can call. Next week Wednesday, the last Wednesday every month, Accent Wednesday. You cannot call in a regular Jamaican.
I so
You have to have some accent. Okay. So who are calling as African? Rinse. Who are calling as Italian? Rinse.
And if the Yankee want call back, yeah. If the Yankee want call back from Portmore.
Yeah, you remember Yankee?
Yeah,
no, Nico, you never hear Yankee from Portmore.
No,
Yankee from Portmore. Yankee from Portmore, shell the place, man. Yankee from Portmore.
Yeah, man.
Him say Portmore are foreign. Him say Portmore are foreign. Now what I call her, they have me. Hey, yes, when she bust out with the Tivoli, I nearly kill over.
Tivoli.
No.
Anyway, I saw it thing said. Here we go to a phone line. Phone mix up or any other shell will mix up. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, yeah.
Raga.
Whoa.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Talk up.
All right. You are going on about the little incident about the club there, you know?
Yeah.
I want to tell you, say, a big violation go on. Me there, I'm kind of, me busy still, but me I listen to your program still, you know?
Talk up, look louder, the papa. Yeah.
If for me, then me can't talk too loud, because right now, me there, on a little location now, me can't talk too loud still.
All right, papa.
As I say, me I listen to the program and me love the support from the people, them, you know? Me run off the club still, you know?
Oh, you're manager for the club?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I tell you, say, the man they run in and violate the workers still, and we have to stop and not to make sure so them get the hot end of the stick. You see me, I deal with it?
So give me your version of what really good. Since you
yeah,
are run after...
We not compromise, nothing at all. Yeah, man, it's like me there on the base last night about in 1 o'clock there.
Yeah.
I see a coaster van rushing and a Hilux van rushing full of heavily armed police.
So it's hold on. It's 2 vehicles, a coaster bus full of police, and one of the Toyota Hilux van them.
Yeah, man.
All right, then. Cool.
All right. Here's the program, you know. When them come in, you know, we don't panic over them things still, because I work them already, no?
Yeah. Police right, do them
so
work.
Them come in, them search who them a search, them check who them a check, and we don't make that pay with no mind still. The part of me I talk about now, and when the dancer
the man them draw around on one little corner, I see it with my two eyes them, and violate the girl. The girl couldn't even move a muscle, she couldn't even scream, she couldn't even do nothing at all. And everybody there, and nobody could move them and go on at the back until they move. When they move now and we make a step.
Hold on. Why were people not able to discern, to know what them did I do? Why?
Right.
What was all the thing they set up? Why? How come people never get to see?
Me and you know how police do. You move, you're good to get shot. Man jump out of vehicle and say, nobody move. Hands over on the head.
Yeah.
You have to comply, don't
you? Yeah. Our police,
right? So
yeah.
If they run in and them say, hands over on the head, nobody move. Nobody no move.
Right.
So the whole night we stand up, them do them searching, and all when them done search, well, them take her to a secluded area, XO3 from everybody else.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's like we couldn't violate, we couldn't do nothing, we couldn't move, we couldn't even try to see what go on, but that did the far out of the back of our head in the initial stage. We couldn't imagine, so boy, the police them were branded in a uniform and everything, really up to a kind of loose ball, loose foul thing like that.
So
Man,
what you say, you see them carry out, you see them carry out, but you just see when them carry out, but you never see when the thing did go down. Because when you see them carry around a corner or something?
You see exactly where them carry out behind a wall where we can see through.
Where you cannot see through, you say?
Right, we can see through the wall there. Them carry out behind there.
Right, okay.
Right? And when them start them thing, you know, them all who stand up facing that direction, them say, no, put them on and turn face the main road. So everybody turn them back to the police them now at that time.
Oh, okay. So the police are the uno who from the club and the patron should turn around and face the road. While them at them face the main road, while them are in the corner.
That them tell you, man, face the main road. You understand?
Yeah.
And throughout all that, a pair M16 rifle we're looking at. So we have to just comply. We have to work with them, say.
Yeah.
You understand? The girl panicked in a way where she couldn't make an alarm. At the time, them threatened her, say, anyhow she talk or shout, them going to shoot her and shoot the boss. So she have to comply with what them say.
What you say? Say that again. What them say?
Them say, anyhow she talk, them going to shoot her and shoot the boss. That them tell her.
All right. And then go on to.
So she couldn't make an alarm. When them done search and them please themselves and think them jump in them vehicle and drive out. That is the time when you know what really happened with the girl. When you go around at the area and I look on her, all you look on her, she sit down on one stool, a tremble and a cry, and a pair of burst condom paper surround her.
So one of the girl that she sit on a stool, one of the girl that she sit on a stool, a tremble and a cry, I want to see the empty condom wrapper them round her.
Right round her. Then
And then of course, you know, ask her what happened and tell me about that.
She tell you exactly what happened.
What she said? Tell me exactly what she said.
She said one of them come between her and start rub her up. She said she ease them off. And when she ease him off, him say, I want to you. And then start doing little thing. And then here comes the threat, you know. Say, my girl, if you talk, you're going to shoot you or shoot the bar. This is she panic in such a way, right? Where one man done and a turn sting them attack. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and that really go on.
And then, so after that now, so after that somebody call the police again to get justice, right? Eh?
We know say no she give him, man. So them can't try to twist this thing and wrap it around and make it look like say a lie she a tell on them.
But you know because right. She go and think them are going to say she did that.
Not because she a dancer. She a human being like everybody else. And we not stop. We say we are going to protect her to the end. We're not stopping.
All right. What I want to know is that,
hold on. We're going to move on to our next stage.
Hold on. But what I say is, what wanna do? No call the police after that to get justice for what other police they do.
A 119 call were made.
Yeah.
A radio car came on the scene.
Yeah.
Pick up all the evidence immediately after that. The forensic team come in. Them do them little thing. Them carry.
Hold on, stop there. So when the radar car come now, who take up the evidence? The radar car, police them take up the evidence.
Yeah, man. Them collect all away them come see, man.
And then what you say about forensic teams, a different forensic team come after?
Yeah, man. That are the yellow tape, man. Will come do the picture taking and the swagging and all of them thing there.
Okay.
That is literally a forensic unit come afterwards.
Right. And what was the attitude of those police officers? The one that will come after?
Them,
yeah.
Boy, I don't know. Raga, if the word them would have want you describe them, you can't do it on your radio program.
No. Listen to me. What was the attitude? Well, listen. Yeah, listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's the police that will come after the radio car and the forensic team. What kind of attitude them did have?
No, them people they did cool, man. They make you feel so comfortable and nice. At least you could have said, all right, this you know, and all police stayed away there because the team
exactly.
Come, trust me, them really run with to the maximum. As much as the allegation is against police officers, them really treat the thing professional up until this minute. Them treat the thing professional. We don't see the negative side of them. Them just do them work still, but. You know?
No. We want the lady to know, say, we're going to do what we can do for she get her justice. But at the same time, we need to emphasize that point, that the police, them that came after, according to you, they were professional. I said them rally around and thing, and apparently they were support. They were very professional, you said. All right.
They very quickly. They respond very quickly.
They respond very quickly.
Yeah,
wonderful. So
yeah,
them respond very quickly. They were very professional, and them rally around and they were very supportive.
Yeah, man, they were very supportive. They even helped search for all the necessary evidence that they could find. Right? And they collect everything.
And you say up till now too, that professionalism and support that from them police then.
Up until this minute.
All right.
Right?
So,
but as far as I say, a state violation by the police officers them last night, them conduct, trust me, it come like a low scan and the other man them running at the place, man, and start ramp top, pick up the people, and what they come up with is nothing. Absolutely nothing at all.
Okay.
Right? Not even as much as a gun to spliff them to find.
All right. So anyway, timely manner and keep the public appraised of any developments with regards to the case. Yes.
Speedy manner too, you know.
In our?
Speedy manner.
In a speedy manner. All right.
Yeah, man. Police like those need to be stopped, you know. Right? That's one of the things that causes crime rate in our country, you know. Police like those need to stop. You do something one time and you get away with it, you have to do it a second time, don't it?
Right.
They need to be stopped, man, and not because these girls are dancers, they are human beings, they are somebody's child. Right?
Right. That me say too.
They need to be protected just the same like a normal citizen.
That me say too. All right, Papa, respect for the link here.
Yeah, big up yourself.
I say a word, man, protection. So there you have it, people. I want to balance up the thing, right? Allegations are that some police from the island special constabulary, commonly referred to as Blue Seal, allegations are that they committed a gross, atrocious, and disgusting act in the form of 5 of them raping a go-go dancer. But we are also told that when the proprietor for the police and others called, other police officers, that when they came, that they were very professional, he said. He used the phrase, very professional. And that they rally around them, and that apparently they were very disciplined and supportive, you know, and appeared to be conducting the investigation in the manner in which it should be conducted. You understand? You know, to a certain degree where we expect the thing to deal with. Now, we are waiting to see the results of this investigation and see what happened. But it is the case that it must be the police who must hold police accountable, right? So we have to see it go, and it should not escape us that there have been numerous instances where the police force has been retiring some police officers, and the term used is that in the interest of the public, they have retired some police officer, and that is usually a way of saying, listen, we know that them police here are going with some things that is just totally unacceptable, but we can't really prove it right now, but we have the authority to let them go, so them do that. And we are aware of cases where police have been arrested and convicted of all kind of corrupt behavior and so forth. So quite a few instances, and we know of an ACP, Felice, who is in charge of this area, and think there has been a criticism that is only the rank and file people who are held accountable, and separate and apart from bungles, them say, police officers have told me that the police, them will get arrested and lock up, and just the constable, them and a corporal, and 1 and 2 times is a sarge. And them say the police, them know about senior police officers who are involved in the things, them and do the things. And police officers say it's very unfair that it's only the constables and the corporal, them and them people who are being arrested and held accountable. But that them know what the senior officer them are doing, and them say nobody not touch them. That is something for the police to deal with. But it is on record that the police are holding their colleagues accountable and things. So again, we are waiting to see how this thing are going to turn out. Well, I break people in the rinse and news soon far we'll come back up in nice cities.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things,
Mix up and blend the family. You don't know we love no call them, but no bother get we in no trouble. No bad word, no mention nobody name or where them come from. No say nothing we can identify them. Remember, we love the program, and we want to keep it on the radio. So please, me I beg you to keep it clean. Hey, I laugh, learn and grow, say Hey, Raga, run the thing.
Yeah. Welcome back up in Nice City. Welcome back up in Nice City. So people are getting some reports that there's some confusion as to which part of the police force was there. I mean, here a caller says Blue Seam, but somebody of high repute just informed me that it was the Jamaica Constabulary Force, not the ISCF. Well, the ISCF is a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I'm not sure if the person was saying it was Red Seam and not Blue Seam, or if the person was saying do not refer to them as ISCF, just say the JCF, given that the ISCF is in fact a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I'm not sure, but just so you know, I just got a report saying that, well, basically the person is saying that I should say the JCF, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and not the ISCF. I'm not sure. I'll get further clarification on that particular matter. Again, phone mix up, some Sheldon phone mix up or any other mix up on have some Sheldon phone mix up or any other mix up on have. Here we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, Raga.
Greetings.
Greetings, brethren. Ruthie just mixed me up, It's Fortis this too, but a different Fortis this.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man. Long time listener still. From Montauk days on the TV.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man. All the Earth Strong too, At the 7th me born, You had the 6th.
Cool. Sure, at the best month of the year. And I wouldn't want nobody else to run in. September the best month in the year. September the best month. I wouldn't want nobody come debate that. We don't want nobody come debate that. Because you know what people don't know?
Yeah, man.
God tell me that himself. God tell me it's September the best month.
That's truth, man. That's truth, man. We're the best people that put on earth. Honestly.
All right. Hey, then go and cuss out with what? Well, then go no. Then go and cuss out with what's it now. But yeah, man, but what you say?
Me get it out of the way. The fact that I said that I'm a policeman make it worse.
Well, that is another issue because
Yeah,
Calabar is a better.
Already, you know?
Calabar is a much better school than Kingston College. We all know that, and God know that too. But anyway.
Yeah, man. Anyway, because Johnny one time I tell him about the blue bread. The bread blue still till it blow.
Yeah.
That was an Obia thing one time. But the bread it just start to, the owner of the club, and me's a patron. A good brethren of mine too, and me's a patron of mine too. I mean, I tell you straight up, Raga. See, the young lady him I talk about, she don't even take off her clothes, Raga. She's a girl that dance with her clothes on, and she never got all out yet. You understand?
Okay.
So I mean, even though she's a dancer and everything, she don't go clean. She, keep the things on, and she doesn't do a little thing, but she very professional with it and thing, and she's small body. So when we hear all them something, I grieve. Because we spend whole night till morning light, and the girls don't go all the way out. You know what I mean? So,
right.
It burns
in other words, she never. In other words, she's one of them who don't even take off her clothes.
No, man, she don't take off.
Her bathing suit.
Right, you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man. That girl is a decent little girl, man. So, burn me, man. Burn me bad. But glad my brethren call you still, because he just buy the place and refurbish and, starting cleaning and getting a nice good crowd, and we're corporate people and we come and we support him in a group and we enjoy ourselves and everything nice. Man, computerize the thing where you get the computerized bill. Everything crisp.
Right.
Man, they just put a dampening on the thing. And honestly, the caller before that, they tell about the Tiba thing. The man, them really out of control in a Raga. I'm not telling no lie, Them stop on the road, you feel like you violate, Because them deal with you with, me's a businessman and me a driver.
Well on. You really believe that sensitivity thing, there has been a change in the attitude and the behavior of the police officers for the work?
Absolutely, Raga. Changing attitude altogether.
You mean for the worse? But it get like police, them, what you mean? Them just do some really bad things?
Man, them have this power now, them on this power trip. Them talk to you like, I'm a big man, and a little young boy pulled me over. And I talk to me like me a boy. And I look at him and say, this boy don't even, me have my whole heap of big education. And I drive my SUV. You don't know me from Adams. I'm come deal with me, fling me on car. And want search. And I think to myself, and I said, look at this, man. Look at this.
No, hold on. But what is wrong with a young police officer? I just want to be clear. Are you having a problem with a young boyish-looking police officer stopping you and searching, or is your problem with how him conduct the search?
It's the whole. It's the whole, Raga. It's the whole. They don't speak to you with respect.
Okay.
And deal with you like a human being. Just because you have a gun on your waist don't mean that you are better than I am. We will always throw on the toilet the same way. You understand?
That one they call for a Monty Perkins laugh, even though Monty Perkins don't like me. Let me give them a Monty laugh on that one. No man, that one I go What you say? At the end of the day, don't care what go on, everybody have to sit up on the toilet the same way,
Same way.
Tambourine for that one there,
Yeah, man, but they need to take stock of themselves, man.
All right, but we see how them deal with it now.
Some serious money, I'll fix up the thing,
Yeah.
Fix up the thing, man. I'm a brethren call you a while ago,
All right, let's see a word, man. Make we see, cause the police, them on top of the case, so make we see how the matter turn out.
Yeah, I'm glad to the rest of them come and them go on decent and thing. I appreciate that.
All right, then. All right.
You know, something sounds funny. Why would the radio car take the evidence when the forensic can come and need the evidence? You know, that worry me, you know.
Yeah, because usually the officer them who come up with calling the forensic team, you know, everybody I watch everybody I watch the CSI them know, you know, so them know the thing running.
My favorite show that Miami.
No, I love it. Me love me neighbor string cut on it. All of them, you know. CSI Miami, the regular CSI Las Vegas, CSI New York, and NCIS. You watch NCIS too?
All of them, Raga. Me love them thing, man. All the one them when they man cut up the people them too, man. All that.
No, man. Me neighbor string cut on them. Me love all bones too. Me love law and order. But when me answer the truth, but it's a good point you make. Why would the radar car police them? If it is a case, remember those people I said that we don't know. Yeah. We don't really know, but you're right. It's usually the forensic people who usually deal with those.
You don't mess with the evidence until the forensic come.
No, I could see it play out. No? But I like that, you know, you a member of the populace is being educated about it, and you ask questions, and you wonder, and you query, because you know the thing for work and thing. And that we need in a Jamaica, man, for real, so people know them right. That's why as bad as people cuss Jamaicans for justice, you see, when them do that little thing, when them announce your rights and what you're supposed to say and whatever. Right. Me like that. Me like when Jamaicans for justice do that. Right? And on Cool FM, them did have one little thing where one lawyer tell you your rights. And me like that little sitting there.
Trust me.
Anyway, blessings and protection. You hear, Papa?
Every time.
All right. Now, say.
Because me kind of deform. Me have a, not deform really, but me have a double joint and me can fold up my tongue. So, that them call me still. Radio talk.
Radio. But are you comfortable with people referring to you as three tongue?
Boy, I live with it for a long time, you know, Raga. Trust me.
No. You know in Jamaica when people cuss a man and say him have two tongue, you know what that mean?
I know two, you know, three.
And you have three. You know what? Me not going to further with this discussion. No worry yourself. All right, Papa. All right. That's our take care.
We talk again.
All right. Yeah, man. Cool. Okay, here we go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello.
Dr. Ragashanti.
Greetings, sir.
How are you today?
I am doing quite well. And you?
I can hear that.
Yes.
I just wanted you to know, I know some of the police officers won't like to hear this, but we need to watch the movie again called Time to Kill. You don't want to hear that. And your other guys who review
No, I'm not saying I don't want to hear it. Why should we? No, but we have to be careful what we're encouraging. Remember, I'm not allowed. No. What I'm saying... Sir?
1 minute anyway. I'm just telling you that there are procedural ways. The police guys arrive first, should have secured the area for the forensic.
For the forensic. Okay, so you're seconding that concern then. All right. But a Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey and Samuel Jackson and them, it was quite an explosive movie. So. But that is the point you're making. You're seconding in the point that the first, if the people from the police and the radar car had tampered with the evidence, perhaps they should not have done so, and they should have waited until the forensic team arrived.
That's correct. They're supposed to secure the area first.
All right then, Papa. Blessings and respect. Here.
All right. Prospect.
Yeah, man. Manners. Yeah, I like it. The Jamaican people, they know the things they man and talk up and sit. Man, here we go. Good afternoon. Hello. Phone Mixup or any other Mixup. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yo, Raga.
Brap.
Well, go on.
There you know.
Give thanks some praise, man.
Eh.
We're a long time I talk with you, you know. But what we talk now?
How would it?
Make your boss say a little, man, how you come so? Make your boss say a little bit, man. All right?
I'm a Rasta man, link this.
Okay. The why? Now you wiggle and you twist and you turn.
About that. What you say?
Enough respect, my brother. All right. Some people listening all the way, man.
Not say a word, man.
All right. Me, you don't know, say, me are still family member. Say me a deal
with. No, Lord God, but I tell the people, man, all the while, more time I hear some people and I'm going like them one. This are like a rascal or some. I tell them, say, listen, I want to stand up and make me day associate me. Them are frightened for no. You understand? So I want to set it so them I repeat it and I enjoy it right now. So I want to set it. Foundation man, but I think years and years and years.
Man, give thanks.
From at 102 days right back to New Star call now.
Man, go straight up, man.
From way back in that cooler man. All right. So but what you say right now?
Well, firstly, the police situation there, it's not really so proper.
Yeah.
And with the crime situation right now, Raga, it's only the police really have to work with the citizens to deal with the whole issue, across the board.
Yeah.
And when you have them police, but them social police though.
Well, we already have reports that the police. Hold on. Butter. We already have reports that the police have the police who were involved. So
okay.
Let us assume that the police were able to determine that they were in fact police.
All right, no problem.
Okay. All right.
Because we just want to clear that. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
boy, I'm going to tell you the truth, it don't sound proper. And I think the people them who are supporting this girl or who, when things call up, them present themselves. Because the only way you get to get the issue dealt with in the right and proper way. As citizens can't afford them things, Rasta.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, no one should be dealt with in that fashion. I don't care who the person is or where them come from.
True that.
You know, we are. You know, so I'm kind of saddened due to the situation still because, I mean, we are have fun. But being a little serious issue that chip in, we can't just go so, you know?
For real, man, it goes so. It goes so.
Yeah, man. So I'm say, boy, I call and touch base to the eye because a good while now, I'm going to touch up base still different.
Respect for the link, man. Respect for the link. Good for you, man.
Thing still. Although,
good for you.
I talk with a role with other radio people. And sometimes, me man, I send a threat to the eye in the sense that they must say, boy, you're not going to depend on it for long and rah. But, you know, but I try to show people, say, listen to me. You see, Raga just come with something different, you know. Raga can't come with the same old. You must have something different, but draw a different set of people. That's what I deal with.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you.
So, you know, all you do, you just stay in control. Do what you know if you do. Whatever line there is, nobody cross the line. They stay in your territory.
Right.
If you stay in your territory, brethren, some of them fear, you know. But guess what?
A lot of them fear.
But listen to me, I feel them problems.
And they have they really have no basis to do so, you know, because based on their cosmology, based on the way they view the world.
Yes.
It's bare foolishness, me, you know, so them should not fear foolishness.
No, Well, we can't see it different in the sense that enough time.
No. You hear me say, based on how them see the world. I am an idiot, so why them concerned with an idiot? Again, you know, based on how them see the world.
Yes.
I am an idiot, so why them so concerned about me as an idiot? Them have to just ignore me and allow me, man.
No, well, man should have glad for the eye because father I come from, brethren, and enough tribulation that I go through as a youth. You know, see, and to when me see you reach right now, brethren, I have to big up still. I have to tell me know where I come from still. See. If we can bring the average local youth into our stage where he can be productive in whatever sector or manner, that we give thanks, Aya.
You see it?
Definitely.
Manners and respect, butter. That's the word here.
One little stop now for you.
Yeah.
This brethren here, they are foreign, saying, leave him brother with his wife out and different. So he's up a foreign now, and him see a commotion in our crowd.
Yeah.
When him go in the crowd, guess what him say? Him sister-in-law.
Him sister-in-law?
Yes. So being brother-in-law now, man say, what? My sister-in-law kind of things and me not really defend that.
Right.
So man step over now and make a man know say, yo, my sister-in-law, listen now.
Yeah.
That time I see and the next man in an argument, you know.
Yeah.
You want now. A man just look for the man just say, yo, yeah, hear me? Come out a man and woman argument, you know.
So yeah.
All my to do, humble himself.
Well on. So the sister-in-law was in brother woman.
Wife.
But when him did a jump in and say him a defend him brother wife, the man where she argue with, that she there with a man there.
A next man.
No, the next man where she argue with, she there with a man there foreign.
Yeah.
So him have to just step out of that and allow that and know say a man a walk up in him brother.
Nothing.
Yeah, because a man a use a hell of a hose of water in brother garden though.
Serious thing, man. Yes,
yeah, that's say a word, but that's say a word here.
All right, now the next brother does step up quietly and does go about him business, you know.
Have to.
But I tell you, man, say, hey, say, woman, don't underestimate a woman, man. Remember me tell you.
Never.
Man. Never, Rasta. Them very discreet, higher.
Yeah.
Very discreet.
All when them don't want for wicked to you, them end up just a betray you.
Hey, listen to me.
As long as them think say you don't see what them a do, them think say them can't do what them a do.
Well, listen to me. May the Most High bless the virtuous woman, them Rasta.
To the world.
And
all right, butter.
A special big up to all family members and for all who stand up with the eye. Give thanks and praise Rasta. Big up, Ruth.
Manners and respect.
Big up, Ruth. And yeah, my brethren. Go on go from strength to strength, you know. Because you don't know you have a family base, you know. So keep it
God, man, I know him.
Keep it real. And I want to tell you something to you, brethren. Where I don't, you're supposed to know. The eye is a counselor in the eye own rights, you know, brethren.
I know that. I know that.
Maintain that standard, my brother.
Don't say a word.
Enough, Rasta. See me, Raga.
Manners and respect, butter.
Safe to die, my brother. Easy.
Bless you. And I will give thanks to all our foundation people that must set it and thing. And to many of you recent listeners, you know, within the last year or so. Again, I want to remind you that what you're experiencing here and enjoying here, we ask you to be mature and respectful to certain callers, because sometimes when some callers come in and them not get a rah mix up, them want to get impatient, I want to get disrespectful. And frankly, I will not tolerate that, because, you know, them foundation people there, and them set it for a long time and hold it with me and thing. And one thing you must know about me, right? And me not forget where me I come from, and me not forget who did that with me. You understand? So anyway, marry the head girl, the Fortis and Island people, the Sister Peggy, you know, and Miss Thelma, Miss Capleton, little those were dead and gone, Miss Herman and all them original people and thing. Bless upon yourself. Scotty anyway, the large up and thing. You see it all out, no know yourself. Butter and all them crew, the trouble and thing. You see it? Large upon yourself. Manners and respect indeed. To the phone lines we go. Good afternoon. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I should say a long time listener, first time caller.
All right.
Okay, yeah. What a reggae you listening to? I said, Dave, go on and run, man. You know? So I should say for that day, you saved me from getting a ticket. So, you know, we got the good ones out there and the bad ones, they can really take an example from those and try to do good.
Right,
you know, they can do better. And I mean, persons abroad hearing this probably think the worst of our team and all of that, but, you know, there are still some good ones, so I just want to big up those good ones, all right?
Blessings and respect, here.
All right, right, goodbye.
Good. I will like that. You see a call in and she call in and I take the time to big up the good police them. Big up, she call in and she's taking the time to wait on the phone just to big up the good police them. We don't want to slip down this easy path. We want to start to make blanket generalizations, blanket negative generalizations about all police, because that is certainly not the case. That being said, we still hold our ground that we're very concerned with the allegations about what occurred with the young lady over there in that go-go club of Damed in St. Catherine and so forth. And the allegations are that she was raped by 5 police officers. And we were informed again that police officers themselves are on top of the case, and they've been very professional and appear to be quite thorough and resolute in the pursuance of justice and law enforcement on the matter. So we await the results from their work and see what will transpire and what will obtain And we certainly look forward to that. To the phone lines we go. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good afternoon, Raga.
Whoa.
First time caller, long time listener.
Hey.
Yeah, man, me a give a joke about a security guard.
Yeah.
A security guard, he rent to a man or a house, you see? Yeah, hear me, Raga?
The security guard rent a man a house?
Yeah, rent to a man or a house, right?
Okay.
So after I rent him on the house, in 12 o'clock, he might pass the house. And he hear man a start out.
Yeah.
Right? And the lady, some of the person that make nice. The security guard knock on the man door and give notice. Say if him no say him not care no woman come there.
What you mean him not care no woman go there? I don't understand.
He said the arrangement is the man not care no woman come here. So he said the man disrespectful because the man when he pass the house, he hear the man a start out. So he knock up the man and give him notice.
I don't want. Was the security guard gay?
Boy, I don't know if he give me no raga. Because one thing me said to him in a raga, they asked him, so where you want the man to care come there? A man you want him to come there?
But I don't why. If you rent a man a place, the man have a right for have him visitor in there. If you have a problem with the noise now, you probably could say, listen now, do your thing, you're entitled to your thing, but I don't want the whole heap of noise and the ball. But you can't just hear man a start. You rent somebody someplace, you hear start up and you give them notice right away. Say, the man not for bring no woman in there. No, that doesn't sound right.
Because he can't get nobody.
All of that to him. And the start probably sound real good to him. And he said, no, sir, that's a thing you got to touch me. And thing, and give the man notice. Anyway, blessings. We have a whole break here now. Here, take care. I will have people will soon forward.
I mix up and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk up the things them.
Rap. Welcome back. I sitting here with me, the king of Mixup, Ragashanti. Blessings and respect, all massive and crew. I juggle on my last half hour. I look sitting here. Here we go to the phone lines. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, Raga.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, is this Raga?
Yes, it is Raga.
Hi, Raga. First time caller, long time listener.
All right. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from, I live in the Maxfield community, but I'm at Seaview now.
All right. So what go down here now?
No, Raga, I love you, Raga.
All right.
Raga, I have a mix-up to tell you. Big up to the girl who lives in the Waterhouse community, who calls me and tell me to leave her man. And
right.
Then her credit finished, run out, and she sent me back, please call me.
Tambourine! Tambourine!
Raga is a big old woman. Big in her 30s. Well, late 30s.
Well on. She in her 30. Yeah, but how old, if you don't mind? What's your age?
4 years old.
Yeah, so the woman call you and a trace you tell you say you feel left for a man, right?
Uh-huh.
And in the middle of the calling you and a trace you tell you feel left for a man. Her credit done. And she get cut off. And then she send you back a please call me. For you call her back so she can finish trace you for her man, don't it?
Yes, Raga.
Tambourine, man. No man, that one there. As simple as it is, it take the show so far. It take the show so far. I want to some girl. I want to some long time big man when I know the road code.
Yes, Raga. She kept calling my phone. She's so obsessed.
So, well on. You really have to take her man for you.
Raga, that's my business.
What that?
It's my business.
Me know, but just for help we have a good.
Yeah,
you take her man for you. Then you didn't know say her man, so you didn't know say him there with she from long time, don't you?
And I took him away, and she ain't getting it because I want him.
Oh, you take him away and she not get him back because you want him. So what? Well on, what's so nice about him?
You know the things them Raga.
No, but no, we just want your help if you understand.
And
What's so
good,
nice
good,
about
good like that.
him? What?
Him good like that. I don't want to get into it.
No, just help we understand. No, just help we understand. You know, we really want
Raga, me
enjoy.
just give you like a piece of Mixup Raga, my credit.
me know, but you know, well, Andy, if she at 34, how old him is?
He's 24. Also, we're both the same.
You are 24, him at 24, and she at 34.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
30
Then,
I don't know. It's not 34.
30
it's 30
odd.
now.
You don't know, okay, 30 something.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you say the good, what you refer to? What,
Yeah,
looks, money, or what?
No,
What?
can do anything.
Him can do him, so, what, him start out good.
Uh-huh.
So that is the main reason why you take him over and not give him back, because he start out good?
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing else about him what you really love?
No.
Eh?
No.
You don't really love anything else about him?
No, I love you.
Oh, you love me? but you love him for him start out though, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. So why you make a ball out and scream and all
Hello,
these things,
Reggae. My credits. Goodbye.
don't you? Okay, all right.
Take care.
Take care, darling. We, yeah, but that woman they kill, you see. You can't call woman and a cuss woman and tell woman if you left your man. I had done woman and then your credit done. And you send, please call me back to the woman who you call and a cuss. So what you think the woman will call you back for your finish cuss or for your man? Hey. Yeah. All right, give me a next call. Hello?
Hello?
Uh-huh.
Raga?
Whoa, yes, what's up?
Long time listener, first time call. I have a mix-up for you about my neighbor. You know,
Rinse.
Indian people, right, always stick to them one another. Well, the husband
No, be careful what you say about Indian people. Me not no luck with them because then give it to me one time. So nobody even just talk it on. Nobody.
Them always stick to them one another. The husband gone and the wife cares somebody else, and the neighbor them here the sort out to go on. And of course, you're speaking of your own language. Me don't know what to to him, but something they really are going wicked over there. Like the sort out, they wicked.
Well, the Bonner man
has sent on.
The Bonner man is an Indian man too.
Yes.
So the Bonner man has sent on the Indian woman. The Indian woman husband gone and when the sort out connect pan her, she attack Indian. She dip up in her language, no?
Yes.
Okay.
But
So
the
then
part of the joke is the other neighbor, she catch her ears and listen. But when she see the guys them now realize that everybody catch on to what's happening, she close her window and pull the curtain.
Okay. So through the window they don't want them to hear the things.
Yeah, but if you get thief, look at sort out, you don't go on to Raga.
Oh, yeah, so if you do the things with the Bonner man, she shouldn't have make so much noise. And
Yes,
allowed up the
Raga.
things.
Yes,
No, but you
Raga.
can't really say that. Suppose she really can't help it and thing.
Oh,
you know,
God,
there have been
Raga, thief, she a thief.
I know there have been occasions where people make people bite the pillar, you know, and so forth, and things like that.
Yeah.
But perhaps... Well, you never hear about that yet? Well, your phone kind of break out there, but you never hear about that yet? Eh?
No.
You never hear about biting the pillar yet? Eh? Oh, look like our call a break up. Good afternoon, hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello? No, your phone.
Hello?
Nah, your call.
I'm driving, that's sir. I don't know caller then.
All right, then, take care, yeah. Our call break up bad right, this and thing. But we have a situation where an Indian woman is married. She take a Bonner man who is also Indian. Her husband gone and thing. And when they start out connect pan her what's it now, she does reel out the Indian language. So and when people reach the very base level, you know, they just go back to the thing what they used to, you know. Ball out and thing, you know. I not line up people, I always wonder, you know, them people who speak is spooky. Them people who speaky spooky and talk the way them not usually talk regularly. You ever wonder like when some good trunk start out reach them if them still speaky spooky and then cuss too bad and dip up in them patra? You never wonder? You know, you ever wonder if like when some good start out reach them actually say, oh my, that is exceedingly well. Excellent. You wonder if they talk so? Me just curious, but anyway. Here we go. Good afternoon, hello.
Good evening, Raga. How you doing?
Why me there I give thanks, you know, how are you?
I'm alright. Well, I'm calling from foreign, Raga.
Which foreign you?
Rhode Island. And
okay.
I listen to your show every single day. I'm your #1 fan. I call him because I watched my hair today on the news. I didn't really too like what my hair with the whole police officer them thing, you know, and how it's going, you know.
Right.
You know, but we can't look at it that way because we have some good cops out there, and we also have some bad ones. So the best thing we have to do is rule out the bad one them and get rid of them.
Exactly, you know? Exactly.
Well, I'm not a Jamaican. I'm from Trinidad, but I have one of the best top Jamaican man. I can tell you that, Raga. Treat me like a queen.
Mad!
You know, I listen to your show every day, and I really like your show. And keep positive, keep it up, and, you know, talk with the truth and keep it going.
All right, wonderful. And big up yourself over there in Newport, Rhode Island. When I used to live in Connecticut, we used to go up there to the beach because you have some nice beach up there, you know. Of course, you're well aware of that. So, enough respect indeed.
Thank you, darling, and you keep up the good work.
Thank you so much for taking the time to calling in and giving us those kind words of encouragement. Bless you, and bless you good.
All right,
and darling. Bless your good Jamaican husband. Bless upon yourself and thing. Wishing you all the best.
All right, sweetie.
All right. Yeah, man, Newport, Rhode Island, you know, when we did there, I studied at the University of Connecticut. I did my master's and Ph.D. at the University of Connecticut and thing. And let me tell you something. People, when me did little bit on there Jamaica, and I see people come down to Jamaica and look on Jamaican sea, and lose their mind. I'm going like, you never hear some foreigner come and see Jamaican sea and lose them. Oh my God, the water is so beautiful. You can actually see the bottom. It is. I'm always thinking to myself about them people as a set of mad people doing. Why they making such a big deal about it? People, you say, well, when I go on beach in New Jersey one time, at that time I know why the people then lose their mind when they come to Jamaica and say, me say the beach is dirty water, dark, all kind of thing. Me always wonder why white people go beach and then full up the beach and 90% of them not going to the water. It's that time I know why them don't go in the water, because me they not going in the water either. And then can we go up one beach on Rhode Island? And that beach was so much better. That beach was closer to what we are used to in Jamaica. And somebody prefer the beach them up on Newport, Rhode Island. And nobody could carry me go back. Go tell myself to swim in any beach in a New York City or New Jersey. No. Because them not look wonderful. Them the beach, you just go there and go up on the beach and you look woman or whatever the case may be. You go there with your girlfriend or whatever. You understand? But you never swim in the water because the water them never look proper. Give me a next caller. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. What's up?
Hello? Is it
yes,
Rama?
hello. Yeah, how you do?
Maybe not as good as you. I just have a small mix-up, even though I have to hide and talk.
No, Ram, baby. Hide and...
Hello?
Yeah. Tell me.
I'm along with this guy for 4 years.
Uh-huh.
And he was along with somebody else before me.
Right.
Anyway, we was dating 6 months before he told me about the girl.
Right.
I realized anyway, first time call, long time listener, I was very, very nervous.
That's okay. Take your time, man. Go and talk. Mm-hmm. So after 6 months of talking to him tell you about the other girl, and then what happened?
After 6 months, he told me about the girl. Eventually, the girl is not living in the same area, so I said maybe I would live with it.
Right.
And eventually, the girl, the night now, the guy told me he's going by the girl, because the girl, can I call the place?
The place? Yeah, make we hear the place. Yeah, what the place?
Mandeville.
All right, yeah, man, you can't say that, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy told me going up there. Eventually, he went up there, you know. Figure out the guy was sleeping, so the girl checked the guy's phone and search it and find my number, find my text that I sent on his phone Christmas Day.
Right.
Eventually, the girl start text my phone and say, "Oh, leave my man and go look alive." So I was thinking about, the girl said to me, "So the text what you send on the man's phone, it seems like you and the man is in problem." So I was wondering if that person made mistake and send the text to the wrong number. Eventually, I text back the person and said to the person, "Can you please tell me the name of the man who I'm taking?" She texted me the name. No, so now that was about 12 o'clock in the night. I sit up in the bed and I text her back. Now I said, "No, you're talking." Rather, when the girl texted from 12 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the morning.
On the 2 hours, text one another from 12 o'clock till 3 o'clock. One was doing text tracing.
Yeah, we're just cussing on the phone. But the guy don't know. The guy is right there, but he doesn't know that the girl take his phone and take my number out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so rather, the guy that plans to take me to beach. Hello?
Yeah, man, go on.
The guy that plans to take me to beach New Year's. Eventually, when the guy came at my place, I told him I'm not going because you have your ex-people that might disturb me. He said to me, say, when that person call your phone, please run her off the phone and rate. So eventually, rather, I went to the beach and me and her constantly texting. Me and the guy have the same phone, so the guy take away the phone and say, stop it, no texting. And take my phone and put it in the towel. Rather, I draw down the towel eventually. I draw down the wrong phone drop. That's the time I was at the beach. So, not my phone dropped, it was the guy's phone who dropped on the stand. So I pick up the phone now, but because the two of us have the same phone.
Yeah.
And rather, I took the guy's phone and called the woman. Here are, hello. And rather, I did give her it. The girl, same time the guy running down and running after me on the beach. I was running and I said, I'm not going into the water. The girl heard everything and started crying. And I bawled and I tell me, please, forgive me. Can you? I don't want him. If he come up here, I'm going to chop off his neck. Can you have him? I don't want him. Rather, the other day the girl called me, a friend me up.
A friend you up?
Yes, called me a friend me and begged me and tell me how him have a 2-week-old baby for the guy. I said to him, the baby could have 1 day old.
You not left the man. Even if the baby are 1 day old, you not left the man.
Even if the baby is 1 day old, I'm not lefting the man.
You're not lefting the man. Okay.
No.
So you want the man? Well, on. Time ago, so she call and stress her, take her and she beg you to allow the man, don't it?
Yes, call and beg you to allow the man.
Okay, and you have the man all now, don't?
Up till now.
Okay.
Up till now, because the man said he's not going to leave me for please her. So I just go and live with it.
So she out of the picture or she still in her picture?
I don't know if she's it. All I know, I'm in the picture. I don't know about her.
Oh, you don't know about her. You just want to know, say you in her picture. Okay.
I only want to know about myself. I don't care about she. Because if it
well,
was
it look like she never hear the song was say. It look like she never hear the song was say. No friend you meet, girl. Do a friend you meet.
Mr. Raga, the girl called me and told me to go look for the baby and everything.
No, make no woman dry you out. Anytime them do that, the next thing you know, them throw monkey lotion upon you. Next thing you know, them acid you. And make the whole of them friends come beat out you, watch it, not and stab you. Don't make no woman dry you out. Them here about come look for baby. You mad?
Raga, anyway, take care of yourself. My minute is going. I will love the program. I'm calling from St. Elizabeth.
All right, you take care here. Take care. You thief, do man, but take care. I want to give you a last caller. I want last caller, Ruthie. We have a last caller, so he thinks it. Hello?
Hey, brother.
Yeah, man. Hello, yes.
Well, my blood.
But then you have enough family. What you ask?
Yeah, I'm just calling for the police things still big and serious because Toronto I live still, but me and mama die every other month, every 2 months in.
Yeah.
So the police then terrible down there, I got terrible, bad. Terrible.
Okay.
When I come to Jamaica, I'm afraid of police more than I'm afraid of bad man. I'm going to tell you that straight.
You're afraid of police more than you're afraid of bad man?
Rather, not tell her that straight. See, I see a night the way you done enough of a thing. We take a taxi, boom, straight from Courtly Hotel and I'll go over there. So before me reach, the taxi man tell me, say, it either it might take him about 30 minutes to reach there, or him can get there faster. Some say, yo, take the fast way. Raga, that even 10 minutes now drive. The man then pull way over and I want US, the man them take off from me in a Raga.
500 US them take off for you. For what?
US, the man them take off from me in a Raga. God no, man, I like you know.
For what? Why? How them get to take 500 US off for you?
Because them say the man a speed and if more want catch you sure, if more want do this, them can't make my night long and them can't make my night short. Me for choose. So
what other you did I drive the taxi?
Yeah, but me and the car them come ask me for my ID, come take a whole bunch of things, rare. The girl when me there with if the girl me there with if she work on the street, where she come from, whole bunch of things wrong. Me tell her straight, real talks.
500 US?
500 US the man them take from me car. Me never want them bring me go them ask me for ID and all that. So I'm just say, yo, just hold this, I'm just leave out. Raga, I come out Jamaica already and I'm Montego Bay now. And me move there with mom and I'm there right across the Burger King from what you call it, Margaritaville there. I'm say a whole bunch of police and my mom and I wear like a short thing and I'm steer for mom and so I go to the mom and say, yo, well now look at I'm not actually I'm not even said them, just look at them and say, what? You know, so about 4 gun pint on my face, Raga.
Okay. So if you understand yourself, if police are look for your woman, if you just hold and like half your woman if you hold your car.
No, but and I'm sure you're the man with uniform, Raga, Canada, they can't do them thing there. You see it?
Well, again, and all police at Jamaica stay something. You just happen to book up and a set to where, you know, so them a juggle it.
Me alone feel this now. When I come to Jamaica, I'm afraid of police more than I'm afraid of bad man. I tell her that straight.
So where you call for now? Toronto, Canada?
Toronto, yeah.
All right, Papa. That's your word. Go on, hold the strength here.
Yeah, man. Big up your show. You're wicked stuff.
Manners and respect. All right, people. I hit that. Do remember, say, the show kick off. Emily.
Boom.
Could you please tell the people about the show later on?
Okay. Do remember that the show rebroadcasts at 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. nightly on Nationwide 90 FM. Monday to Friday.
Nico.
You know what?
You know, she goes on the voice, look at it.
Yeah, she goes on the voice. She goes on the voice and she go cartel laugh.
Nico. She boasts up the voice. Nico.
Yeah.
Nico.
Are you want boss Peter?
Well, no.
You want me boss Peter?
Yeah, boss Peter. Yeah.
Do remember that the show rebroadcasts nightly from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. only on Nationwide 90 FM. I tried.
All right. No, that was very good. We need some more bass and
I don't have no bass in my voice.
No.
Hype
but you know the critical thing what I like about that. Nico, you know the critical thing. Me never hear no goat. Me never hear no goat this a while. Me never hear no goat this a while. Me never hear no goat this.
Some people are just born with a natural, cute voice they don't have to put on. Okay? I'm one of them.
Well, not you, but when I say you never hear no goat. You never hear no goat a while ago. Michelle, nobody cause you say, me not bossy voice neither, you know.
You're right.
Me not bossy voice neither. Somebody just say, well, you go on good car, we don't hear no goat a while ago. No goat.
Raga, tell the truth, you have bossy voice. Here when you talk, the number they say, 3, 4, 2,
2. Like you must speak on the people.
Well, I'm not lying. You know, say then 2 they give me a warm time.
Every day.
No, man, then 2 they give me a warm time, man. And you have to do 2. You know, say right on the edge. I say 2, twang.
Stand
Yeah, big up Michael Rose, big up Junior Reese. 2, twang. Anyway, yo, Nico Bam. Ready, you don't know everything. Nico, yeah, share the thing, you know. Nico, me link you later.
You always say link me, you don't link me.
No, man, I we roll up on the road, man, and sitting. So we are calling and talk about what we talk.
All right.
But we just want you know, say, yeah, I love your vibes so the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
man.
You know. And Nico, you have a natural thing in terms of humor and, you know, and thing, whatever.
Am I way for playing?
No, Nico, you can probably have your own show, you know.
No, I can't do it.
No, honestly, you have a little vibes about you where you probably need to think about if you can spin it up into a music.
Thanks to the
You
word.
man.
Thanks to the word.
Something to think about.
Really
but we're looking
appreciate that.
forward to having you next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Also.
Man.
All right?
Man.
All right, Papa. Not say a word. All right. Emily.
Yeah.
Who them a call Emily?
Yeah. Yes, Dizzy Signal.
Large up yourself. And big up Road to the Q to the
All right,
All right,
this is Signal.
No, you have to tell people. No, Nico, the people have to hear it clear. People, it's not busy, it's dizzy. And you're making fun of me when we did dance with Tia Shanti and nearly faint. So, Dizzy Signal. Me like that name there. Don't worry yourself. Thick skin and broad back, we say, I will laugh for everything around here. Big up all of the dirty people that won't like me. Sometimes I have to just throw a little thing and remind them, I know someone dead, you know?